happening in Morovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon, you ain't know. If the trade preparing for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, my brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening, more to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just to spoon. You want to know what happening in the ministry, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. You from Bonjama, Maryland to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. If you eat keep regular, my brother to spoon. You got a spoon TV, you got a spoon radio to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. You want to get a news update, to spoon. Yeah, Rastafari. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. What you want? Yes, buddy. Yes, buddy.
A special one from the CEO, stand on with the spoon. And your boy, right at the South Bend. On the radio. To get your information. To the spoon, to be what a great way. What a great way to welcome all of you tonight to another great edition of the program Spoon Talk, the show where you get the news, where you get the analysis. This is where we bring you up to speed with the happenings in the country. We bring you face to face with the policymakers, making sure that the critical national issues can reach your doorsteps, regardless of where you are in the country. You're in Grand Cape Mountain County, in Bapolu, in Sino, in Maryland, in Bond County, in Grand Bassa, Riverside, across the 15 counties of Liberia. We make sure we bring you the issue. And of course, Spoon Talk has absolutely no borders. That's why we are live across the world on our different social media handles. We're live on Spoon TV on Facebook, Fabric TV on Facebook, and Super TV on Facebook. We're also live on Spoon Talk Live. That's our YouTube handle. I want to welcome all of you tonight to this edition of the program. My name is Nelson Colette. I want to say thanks to our affiliate stations, always relay the program. Thanks to Trust FM in Bomi County, Premier FM is in Bong, Trend Radio is in Grand Cru, Radio Yalaman is in Seclipia, Niba County, Bashu FM is in Wiala, and the rest of the other radio stations that always relay the program. We appreciate you for that. So yes, it's going to be a great show, as we always do. we make sure to bring you up to speed. Let's say afford you the time to speak out on the different issues that are of concern to you. So be it health, education, the political issues, whether the religious happenings, maybe it's about the environment, sanitation, just anything that is of concern to you. The first segment of the program is dedicated to all of you, ardent followers of the show, to call in and say what's on your mind. So yes, we're going to be doing just that. But before I go there, let me recognize a few of you joining us tonight, and just keep sharing the program as you come on. I see Fumba Sise is here. Thanks for joining us. Ayi Lato, Kaifala, Sherivino, thank you for joining us. Ajivon Kale, we appreciate you. Robert SK Weir from River G County, thanks for joining us. I see Samuel Singbe is here from Habel, should be cutting tree. The voice of Laola Zoo is joining us tonight as well. Thanks for joining. Ross Dripper from Pennsylvania is coming in from Lofa County. We appreciate you tonight. Just keep sharing the program. Okay. So we're back on. Thanks to our online. Let me say welcome to our online audience again. Thanks to all of you joining us. Danny Wali, you're live on the show. Can you hear me? Okay, seeing we lost Danny Wali Pay. Hello. Your name and where you call from?
Where these people so that we can move our country for a betterment for all of us.
Well, thank you for your input. Keep your calls coming to 0555 It seems we're back on. We're still trying to make sure that everything is set here.
to us. So I pray that they try to see how best they can. Because when you on the spoon talking, then get to the issue. But they're not, they don't know they're not open with the issue. Just
what went on on Saturday. But what I want to say that many people saying rule of law, and even when the president came, he emphasized on rule of law. But what I want to know is, I really the president know what is rule of law? Because for 3 or 4 occasions, you passing a bill, we signed on the 7th of January this year. Government should be travel with more than more than 10, but he carry 40. Or Japan.
Okay, so let me see. 101075 is the number to call. Space here to ensure that we can have
All right, guys. So we still having a little bit of issue with the internet. We going to get it straightened up, and then Nelson will come back from the studio. But we having a little bit of connection issue. But the more we get it ready, today's holiday. We couldn't switch over our internet because of the holiday, but we will be back super on the internet tomorrow. Again, we have a little bit of technical problem due to the internet. We got a lot to discuss today. While Nelson trying to connect, I'm going to bring in what is trending right now concerning the LDEA. The LDEA have a big issue, folks. Unit 704. This guy, man, I think let's just take this time while you listen to Unit 704, what he's saying out there concerning you got to release my daughter. Mountain broke this online, but we had this set up to play for you. We're going to play this. This guy is demanding. His daughter probably got involved with drugs issue as alleged, and he demanding that his daughter be released. So I want to say to all of you, take a listen while we wait for Nelson to reconnect today. I'm going to go straight to it, just 1 minute. I have everything set for you, and we will go straight to the recording. Whenever you're joining us, just continue to share the show. We will connect with you in Liberia while we play this quickly. Nelson, are you back?
Yes, sir, I'm back.
All right. We're going to play this. That's Unit 702. His name is Abraham Payne. Can you hear me, Nelson?
When you call me, I'm on my way coming to the office. My question to you here, how she addressing me right now? What she said? She said somebody's picture with Rasin. She said, hello, daddy. Is that what she said? Yeah, but let me see who do the energy. I'll call you back. You got get into it. You want to take her for in her story. She's telling George to a smoking drug. But she was phone the ghetto? Yeah, chief, she was in a house with it, man. They were 40 when we got there. But one girl of people now, sorry for me saying it, she was one naked there. But the guy had a job that was time in the market. He put up his safety and fought the officer and took 2 bags from us. One year ago, guys were coming when he saw the man attacking how to join him and then took the man back from him. That is my daughter. You understand what I'm saying? Yes, that is. She's my daughter. You're being so better to our sister, let me bring her home. What? You know what I said? Yeah, and Chief, 1 minute, let me talk to you, sir. Yeah, what you want to say? Chief, the top 2 hours, my bravo. That's something you can get later on. You can people when I say, we need my daughter to. Hello? Hello? Yes, hello? Yes, sir. Release her to our sister, let me bring her home now to me. But she's a lot of issue. No, listen to me. You better don't let me get upset, don't you? I said we need to go and set her up now. I want to have the kids right now. Don't you? The man who you arrested with the job, I said, this is my daughter now. Keep the man escape. No, you know how it? No. So you can have this for $1? What you saying? Chief, somebody can guarantee what people here. Let me do my own piece of job. Guarantee what, Chief? Oh, you talk on the phone. I should give him a big way. I can't give him for me. Wait. You honest what happened around? Hey. I'm driving the chemist right now. I don't want to fucking see you. I don't want to fucking see you that day, but want to get there. I don't want to fucking see you that day, want to get there right now. All of you, they tell me I'm doing my job. Do you tell me to do your job? No, why? You talk to me on the phone? If you have a guarantee what? That would do a guarantee. No, can't get it. You're telling me I should give you a chance to do your job. I mean, you spoke to on the phone right now. I said, the two time guarantee what? A year, probably a year. So that would do it. Okay, let me say something so you can understand. Yes, sir. Uriah is the one who sent your telephone number to me. I want to see you in my office tomorrow morning. You telling me to give you a chance to do your job? No, I don't know what you did to me. You might ask my people, hey, you ordering me to give you a chance to do your job? Chief, I said, the problem here to get from the year. I think your doctor. I said, my sister. I'm telling you, say, give me a chance to do my job. Right? I'm driving a carriage bread. I'm driving, no. I'm driving a carriage bread. Now you are talking to a people standing here, give me a chance. Now you. I didn't hear it, no. What are people talking to?
So, Nelson, don't take phone calls. I know we just started the show. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you. I can hear you very well.
So we're gonna play this. I send it to you. Just play it over and over. We'll keep his photo on. So the rest of the guys can come. This is LDEA Unit 704. Abraham O. Payne. All right. This is LDEA, the Chief of Operations, Unit 704. Abraham Payne. These are the guys that are working at LDEA and they're saying they're fighting to save the country on the drugs. We started the show here. I just came on early because it's so frustrating and it's so damaging for us to be talking with our mouth, moving our lips, and then nothing. This whole government drugs fight we're discussing today. I know, Humphrey, you say, Humphrey, I'm not okay. I'm not. This is Abraham Payne, his daughter. She was caught in the ghetto, buck naked. The allegation that she was doing drugs, she was selling drugs, he had nothing to say but insulting the officers, insulting those people that are trying to bring sanity to this issue. But yeah, no. Come on, man. They'll see you wasting time. That's and play the thing over and over. Just keep on playing it.
Take your phone to her. Ask on the phone. Take your phone to her right now. All right, let me go to the office. I'll call you right back. Do not cut that phone off. Play that now.
Oh, okay. It's playing for your end? Okay.
I'm not going there. Go in there and leave the phone on. If you're touching the other one, not going to get it from. I'll call you. I'm calling. Then you pick up my daughter? No, she never be on. Yeah, don't phone her again and touch you. Okay, I want to talk to you.
Hello, Daddy.
Cartel, they beat on you over there?
Yeah?
They beat on you?
Yeah, they beat me on Ratty.
They still beating you with Ratty?
Yeah. They still beating me, ma. I mean, they beat me on Ratty.
When they beat you? I won't beat you.
I want one, not too long.
I can't enter in, Chief.
Just for that,
How you hard just me just now? When you call me, I'm on my way coming to the office. My question to you here, how she address me right now? What she said? She said somebody speaking with Russian. No, she said hello, Daddy. You know what she said? Yeah, but let me see who do it and I'll call you right back. Because I just entering.
That's it. Play from your end. I gotta upload something. We got a lot of video, not only this video. We have a lot of video that this whole LDEA is something is ratted. It's done. No more LDEA in Labrador. They are not fighting drugs. Most of them, they are corrupt. Most of them, they're stealing. And exactly what the executive said, that's people in the government selling drugs. President Boyka, as of today, I think the president has failed on drugs. I do believe that if this guy, now, he should be suspended. Immediately, he should be kicked out. Abraham O. Payne, Unit 704, Chief of Operation. Now, where is Anthony Swat? Oh, where is Fire as well? Where is Fire? You know, these guys, they are fighting every day. Nelson, play. We'll just upload all the videos, all the recording. Play it, Nelson. Nelson, are you playing that?
You have to take her for she's telling you all to a smoking drug. Or to a phone the ghetto? Yeah, Chief, she was in your house with it, man. In a few rounds, they were caught him who got there. But one year of people now, I for me saying it, she was one naked there. But the guy had a drug that was time in the market. He put up a distance and fought the other guy and took two back for all. One year ago, I said, coming when I saw the man had a joint and then took a
Turn that thing up, Nelson. You're having bad connection. Just turn yours up.
She's not doing it.
So Nelson, turn it off. Are you hearing me now?
Yeah, turn it off.
So you listen to say, release her to her sister. She's my daughter. The other people in your family, Unehi Abraham P. She's my daughter. Release her to her sister. The man is inside. I mean, you know, I always come on early when I see this kind of stuff because I don't know, folks. The LDEA is damaged. The image, these guys are not fighting drugs whatsoever. They are not. They are hustlers. They are hustlers. They are not fighting no drugs. You got to feel good, man. But the justice minister care less. That's what I say. He put his hand in that one. He care less. Also, to call a meeting, they got out to walk out. They say he didn't appoint us. We don't care. Chief of operation. Chief of operation. That man called LDEA, man. Is this the guy that have sent to fight drugs? Who appointed him? Who appointed him? I mean, for God's sake, somebody got to answer who appointed this guy. We're going to play it till we reach our hours for the show to start, right? We got but maybe 12 more minutes. No, not 12, 22 more minutes. We're going to play again. Now see, you're having some bad internet connection, man. I want you to play because I got to upload the rest of them. I mean,
okay,
did
so
you see
let me try again and let me see how.
Yeah, try again because I got to upload all the other stuff. Try that again, please.
Okay.
Take your phone to her. Me answer on the phone. Take your phone to her right now. All right, let me go to the office. I'll call you right back. Do not cut that phone off. Go there now. I live in dating. I'm going there, Chief. No, you're not dating. I'm hearing them. Keep your phone on. I'm on my way going there. Go in there and leave the phone on. If you're texting, I'm not wearing a uniform. Your commander call you. I'm calling. Then you beat on my daughter? No, she never be on. Yeah, don't pull that girl to touch you. Papa won't talk to me.
Hello, Daddy.
Champion, they beat on you, what?
Yeah?
They beat on you?
Yeah, they beat me with ratting.
They still beating you with ratting?
They beat me, ma. I mean, they beat me with ratting.
When they beat you? I won't beat you.
I'm one woman morning, not too long.
I can't enter in, Chief.
But
how you addressing me just now? When you call me, I'm on my way coming to the office. No, my question to you, yeah? How she addressing me right now? What she said? She said she might be with ratting. No, she said hello, Daddy. You know what she said? Yeah, but let me see who do the answer, Chief. I'll call you right back. You got get entering. You are taking for in answer. She's selling drugs. She was smoking drugs. Or she was in the ghetto. Yeah, Chief. She was in a house with a man. In a team round. They were caught him who got there. But one year of people now, sorry for me saying it. She was born naked there. For the guy had a drug that was time in the market. He put up resistance and fought the officer and took two bags from all. One year ago, I said, coming when he saw the man attacking him, I had to join the other man and took a man back from him. That girl is my daughter. You understand what I'm saying? Yes, sir, Chief. She's my daughter. You're really so right now to her sister, let me bring her home. What? You heard what I said? Yeah, and Chief, 1 minute, me talk to you, sir.
Yeah, what you want to say?
Chief, they talk 2 hours my bravo.
That's something y'all can get later on. Y'all got people when I say release my dollar to. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Release her to on Saturday, bring her home now to me.
But Chief, my bravo issue.
No, listen to me. You better don't make me get upset, eh?
Consider it, don't you?
I said release her to on Saturday, bring her home now. I want to drive the case right now.
Consider it, don't you?
The man who you arrested with the truck, I said release my dollar now.
Keep the man escape.
No, you know what I mean?
No.
So you cannot release my dollar? What you saying?
But Chief, besides, so much kind of guarantee what people here. Yeah, let me do my own piece of job. The guarantee what, Chief.
Oh, you talking on the phone? I should give you my wait. I come to wait for me. Wait. You understand what happened? I say, hey. I'm driving the case right now. I don't want to fucking see you. I don't want to fucking see you that day bidding when I get there. I don't want to fucking see you in day bidding when I get there right now. I honor you, then you tell me I'm doing my job. I give you a chance to do your job.
No,
you talk to me on the phone?
The people here guarantee what? That would do a guarantee. No, can't get.
You're telling me I should give you a chance to do your job? I mean, you spoke to on the phone right now?
I said, the people can guarantee what? A year, it's already a year. So that would do
okay, let me say something so you can understand.
Yes, sir.
You is the one who sent your telephone number to me. I want to see you in my office tomorrow morning. You telling me to give you a chance to do your job?
No, I
don't. And what you tell to me? You might ask Marshall people what happened. Are you honoring me to give you a chance to do your job?
Chief, I said the problem here to get from the year. I think your daughter, your.
I said, but they're all my children. My children. I'm telling you, they telling me say give me a chance to do my job, right? I'm driving to Carrisburg. I'm driving. No. I'm driving to Carrisburg.
Not you are talking to the people outside there. Give me a chance. Not you. I think you're in the north. Other people talking to
the. You know, folks. This is. No, hold on 1 minute. Hold on 1 minute, Nelson. Hold on 1 minute. Nelson, you with me, right?
Yeah.
This is Abraham OP, Unit 704, Chief of Operation. Listen, guys. You remember during Jawea time when we beat on the same LDEA people? Man, the people are not serious. All of them are serious. They are all drugs cartel. I don't know what about you. Where you sitting right now, I don't know how you're thinking. President Baga said, we will fight drugs on day one. President Biden said it is enemy number one. But look at the kind of people there talking about that my daughter released her now. I don't even think, I think that dude got to just got to grab him and put him in jail. Abraham, man, I can't wait to start this show. I just can't wait to start this show, my people. Oh, they'll see. This is total embarrassment on the part of the government. I don't know what you're thinking, though. You cannot, nobody can fix this one. And that's not the only video. That's not the only video, Nelson. That is not, no way, nobody can do this. This is painful. This is bad. This has damaged the government fight on. It have destroyed the conversation that the government fighting drugs. Now I know people are going to come out and start saying what they want to say, but say what you want to say. You cannot have this one. This is your chief of operation, Abraham Payne. Yeah, I want to play it. I want to play it till you get in my blood, till you get in my mind, my body, my soul. I just want to play this over and over and over again. Look at these drugs. Look at the kind of drugs. Look at what people operating on. Look. Look at the drugs. The different, the kush. Look. The man, he cared less. Watch the other video. We'll play other video today. Watch this one. Watch this one.
This is a trust that will fall into place, as you can see. My people, we will not rest. We will fight until we save our country. Thank you, Unit 711, for a job well done. Thank you. This is a trust. This is the drugs we seized today.
And that's it. They have this other lady they call Kema. The allegation that she and her entire family involved in drugs. Everybody saving their own family, but they are involved in drugs. And the president, listen to President Bwaka. Listen to President Bwaka. Enemy number one. Listen.
The drug epidemic, especially the use of kush. The use of kush in our country is an existential threat, eating away the future of our children and the country. We must stand up and face this national security risk together. Given the need for immediate action to make good my pledge to the thousands of families burdened by this crisis, I am hereby declaring drug and substance abuse as a public health emergency. In this direction, I am establishing a multi-sectorial steering committee comprising the following agencies: the Ministry of Health, with chair, Ministry of Justice, co-chair, Ministry of Youth and Sport, member, Ministry of Gender, Children, Social Protection, member, Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency, member, Ministry of Finance and Development Planning, member.
That's it. None of those groups working. None of them. Folks, all of them, they have dropped the ball. Anything you want to say, you're on your own right now. You can sell as many drugs you want to sell. You can do anything you want to do because no oversight, nothing. And that's exactly when you see people talking about these kind of drugs coming on the market. Take a look. Just imagine.
Wow.
Just imagine. That's what's happening. The presidency existential threat. It's a big thing. Killing the children. But the people at the LDEA say, no, Mr. President, you're wrong. Just listen to Abraham Payne, the chief of operation. That's what you want to play again? If you want us or else I can play. Guys, you got to listen to this fool. You got to listen to this guy.
Take your phone to her, me ask on the phone. Take your phone to her right now. All right, let me go to the office. I'll call you right back. Do not cut that phone off. Go there now.
I never did if I'm going there, chief.
You're not listening. I'm hearing them. Keep your phone on.
I also on my way going there.
Go in there and leave the phone on. If you're texting, I'm not wearing a uniform. Your commander call you. I'm calling. Then you beat my daughter?
No, she never be on.
Yeah, don't phone that girl and touch you when the time is here. Papa won't talk to you.
Hello, Daddy.
So I feel they beat on you over there?
Yeah?
They beat on you?
Yeah, they beat me over ratting.
They still beating you with ratting?
They beat me, ma. They beat me ratting.
When they beat you?
That won't be you.
I'm not one woman morning, not too long.
We can play from this end if you have a problem, Nelson. Let me play from this end.
Okay.
The same that.
Okay, enter in, chief.
How you addressing me just now?
When you call me, I'm on my way coming to the office.
No, my question to you, yeah. How she addressing me right now? What she said?
She said somebody people with ratting.
No, she said hello, daddy. You know what she said?
Yeah, but let me see who do that.
Who gave her head how she called you? I mean, Nelson, pause that thing, man. Pause that thing. Nelson, pause that thing. Who gave a hell how she called you daddy, papa, mama? Who cares? I mean, how can this guy do such a thing? Look at Abraham Pierre asking the guy, how you heard how she called me? Who cares, Abraham? I mean, you involved in drugs dealings. Can somebody put a slap in the back of his head and remind him we're talking about national issue here, we're talking about country? Who cares about how she call you daddy or how she call you papa? Your daughter, the allegation, they caught her in the ghetto, Dr. Rachel said. I am not going to even say hi to you, but naked, doing drugs. The allegation that she's selling drugs, but naked. Isn't that a problem for you? And you say, you release my daughter and you insulting? Hey, man. Hey, President Waka. Hey, Allah. Hey, God. I mean, how can we do this? Wake up, my fellow Liberians. I mean, why would this guy still be there working? He got to be fired immediately. No suspension. Immediate dismissal. And I think they got arrested. And I do believe that the Richard said, I cannot say hi to you. Haven't heard what I heard. Haven't seen what I have seen. I cannot say hi to you, but you can tell your own.
Yeah, I listened to that tape, Stanton. I'm so surprised and shocked. First of all, we just had a Say No to Drugs demonstration, and this is not the way to treat anyone addicted to drugs. You don't beat anybody. You can't beat addiction out of somebody. You can't beat drugs out of someone. So he mentioned how he met her. She was, in a state that he didn't want to meet her in. But you just don't use a ratting to beat anyone. That's number one. Number two, your point. This is abuse of power. He is asking his insubordinate to bypass the rules and the laws, and release his daughter. And I heard the man saying he even had to lie, let me do my piece of job. And he said, he's arguing with him if he's talking to him. And the man had a lie and said, no, I'm talking to other people in the police office or in his office. But, you don't speak to your insubordinate like that, So I think whoever his name is has to be questioned. He's asking people to break the law.
His name is Abraham Payne. He's the chief of operation. Abraham Payne is Unit 703, chief of operation. Listen, you guys came earlier on my program, man. I want this 7 minutes to be mine and mine alone. I want to play this thing over. No, I'm just kidding. Y'all come on. I want to play this thing over and over for Liberian people to hear. This is damaging, Glennie. It's good to have you on. This is frustrating. This is an embarrassment that it has destroyed the fight against drugs. If you listen to this fool, I call him fool today. Usually I don't call people names, but this is a complete mess. That he even insulted. What is Anthony Swa? What is Anthony So? Anthony Swa, whatever his name is, as director for LDEA. The man is old. He got to retire. You got to fire him. You got to fire him. He got no control of LDEA. LDEA is loose. Look at this kind of drugs. We got so many videos we play today. Look at the drugs. Plenty of different drugs. Look at this one. Look at this one. The thing in paper making it all. They put it in can. And then you go back to listen to President. Hey God, hey Lord, hey God. Hey man, Lord. So before you say anything, let's listen to, I think this is his daughter, I believe. Let's listen to her.
What's your name? Sarafina who? Stand straight.
I want to confirm, that's another video, they arrested her. But again, let's listen to this mother. We're talking about that. I don't know her age. I don't want to pour her on because of the age factor. So it's just a blink. But let's listen to this mother. They arrested me on this. She's a notorious drugs dealer. It's allegation. Her name is Kemal. My Kemal. Let's listen to her.
And make sure you that's another when you feel that you increase on your rights, you better upstairs. When you go to court, you I said don't breathe. You're not already.
So there's a lady that's challenging the authority here of the LDEA.
I said, you worry not, you lucky. There's not someone
arrested. Okay.
Challenge you.
calling
say,
you
now
mention
I beg you, give us here. I beg you, now you want to go there. I will be your rep, and then the guy only you don't know. Don't do it, please. And here.
So as you can see right there, we got a whole clip on this lady. We're going to play. Let me just say, you guys, a lot of things is just going upward. A lot of stuff just off the back. Or the whole thing about we say no to drugs, the people in. The people inside the drugs. The people that also got the drugs thing. The people that also for the drugs are people doing drugs. That the people selling. So when he said, listen to this guy, when he said that the executive, folks in the executive operating in drugs business, listen to him.
Was a clear example. So the issue of accusing people on this drug thing, there's a reason for that. Because even in the society from all sectors, I would say openly here, from the executive, the first president of government, and to the judiciary, you go in the sector, you will find somebody who involved with drugs. The reason is simple. Drug is a lucrative business, so everybody want to get money. For that, you will find somebody somewhere who is involved. So when you fight these drugs, you find almost people everywhere. So your security.
Well, Glenda, you take it away. Thank you for joining us. When you start the show, yeah, we got 3 more minutes, so say your own on the prelude of this program.
Hello everybody. Hi Doc, how are you?
Good.
I think, of course, the drug pandemic in Liberia is a serious issue. I still want to watch the video because I'm a bit concerned about why is she yelling like that? What is her story? You know what I mean? It's like, is she the one being accused? It just looks like she's already guilty before the case is even going through. But it's a serious thing, and I like that there's a lot of people, there's a heightened awareness about people going out now, forming their own task force, going after people and reporting this, which must be headed by the DEA. So I hope that the LDEA, I hope that they put their acts together also. I saw a little bit about the guy in the uniform, so watch more to say more about it, but it's something that needs to be taken care of and needs to be a priority of the government. Too many kids are falling prey to this pandemic. So
let me say this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Spoon Talk, August 25th, 2025. It's 8/25/25. This is an embarrassment. We're going to run with this story. We're going to run with other trending issues. Today is Flag Day, as they celebrated it today. And so many absent individuals, government officials saying no. There were no call, no show. They didn't attend. We'll discuss about that. And people giving me a headache about CDC committee members that they have set up. And those committee members in 1 year, they will build headquarters in all the country. Give me the break. But we have to discuss that because that's news. Okay, from the CDC. I mean, give me the break, man. Come on. But let's discuss serious issue that is destroying our country. The drugs issue. I want you to listen to, his name is Abraham Payne. He's Unit 702. He was appointed, he was given his letter to operate by the director himself, Anthony Swart. Anthony Swart appointed him, and Anthony Swart appointed another gentleman. Both of them came into this place to operate. And now, if you want to go back to the story, we can show you the appointment letters. We can go back way back to the story. But who are they, though? Where they came from? Let me focus on Abraham Payne, because Abraham Payne is the one speaking on this audio. It's Abraham Payne. He's the one speaking. Nelson, play it.
Take your phone to her. Me ask on the phone. Take your phone to her right now.
All right, let me go to the office. I'll call you right back.
Do not cut that phone off. Go there now.
I didn't take them. I'm going there, chief.
You're not listening. I'm hearing them. Keep your phone on.
I'm on my way going there.
Go in there and leave the phone on. If you're texting, I'm not wearing a uniform. Your commander call you. I'm calling. Then you beat my daughter?
No, nobody. She never be on.
Yeah, don't pull that girl to touch you when the time is here.
Papa won't talk to you.
Hello, Daddy.
So I feel they beat on you over there?
Yeah.
They beat on you?
Yeah, the people are ratting.
They say pity you were ratting?
They pity me, ma. I mean, the people are ratting.
When it be you? That would be you.
I'm one woman morning, not too long.
I can't enter in, Chief.
They from there, they all know.
But officer, how you addressing me just now?
When you call me, I'm on my way coming to the office.
No, my question to you, yeah? How she addressing me right now? What she said?
She said somebody speak up with ratting.
No, she said, hello, daddy. You know what she said?
Yeah, but let me see who do the Chief. I'll call you Weber. You are getting entering.
You are taking for in she's selling drugs, she was smoking drugs. Or she was phone in the ghetto?
Yeah, Chief, she was in a house with a man. In the team round. They were cutting when we got there. But one year of people now, sorry for me saying it, she was born naked there. But the guy had a job that was time in the market. He put up his safety and fought the officer and took 2 bags from her. One ever guy said was coming when he saw the man attacking her, I had to join ever man, then took a man back from him.
That girl is my daughter. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir, Chief.
She's my daughter. Your reason right now to her sister, let me bring her home.
What?
You heard what I said?
Yeah, and Chief, 1 minute, let me talk to you, sir.
Yeah, what you want to say?
Chief, they took 2 hours out my bravo.
That's something y'all can get later on. Y'all got people when I say release my daughter to. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Release her to her sister and bring her home now to me.
But Chief, my bravo issue.
No, listen to me. You better don't let me get upset, eh?
Don't you?
I said release her to her sister and bring her home now. I want to drive the case right now.
Consider it, don't you?
The man who are ready to job, I said release the now.
Keep the man escape.
No, you know what I mean?
No.
So you cannot release my dollar? What you saying?
But Chief, somebody can guarantee you people here. Give them guarantee you, Chief.
Oh, you talking on the phone, I should give you my wait, I come to the away from me. Wait. You understand what happened when I say, hey, I'm driving the case right now. I don't want to fucking see you. I don't want to fucking see you that day, but want to get there. I don't want to fucking see you in day, but want to get there right now. I honor you, then you tell me I'm doing my job, and can you tell me to do your job?
No,
you talk to me on the phone?
The people here guarantee what? That will do a guarantee. No, can just
you're telling me I should give you a chance to do your job? I mean, you spoke to on the phone right now?
I said, the people can guarantee what? It's already here.
That is the one who said that to me. I want you tomorrow morning telling me to give you a chance to do your job.
No,
I don't what you tell to me. You might ask people.
Nelson, pause it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to play this. Nelson, if you ask, can you just pause it? We'll play from our end. We just want to say to all of you again, welcome to the Spoon Talk. Share the show. That's Abraham Payne, the chief of operation. He was hired by Anthony Swart, the director for DEA. The whole place is Cartel Operation Center. All right? They all operate. They all buy. They send the children out to buy and sell drugs. They operate. They all pretend. Joseph Boakai fall on inside. President Boakai can make it. When you talk about this drugs issue, he fell right into it, right into the trap. And to tell you the truth, the president means well. The president said is number 1 on my list. If nothing else, the drugs issue is number 1. Then you bring corrupt individuals. Then you brought in people that would be selling drugs. And actually, ask anybody, Abraham Payne, is he on the payroll of the LDEA? Is he on CSA payroll? Ask anybody. No, he's not. No, he's not. So who pay him? The man's daughter is in the ghetto. They're cutting. You heard the guy saying they're cutting, right? They were mixing these drugs. These drugs. They were cutting them. You see? They were cutting them, ready to go sell. They were cutting them. How can we save Liberia? Another part of the story is the woman they call Kema. And we'll go to her story. The allegation that she's the biggest drugs dealer in our area. The Kema woman. This woman, that allegation. But guess what? She was released today by Sebastian 5. They called her, they released her today. Why they release her? We will come and tell you why they released her. You see her name? Everybody that was released today, everybody that they arrested, everybody that arrested, you see Kemal Cole, Erica Jackson, Grace John, Mohammed Saray, who are instructing the people to release drugs? Folks, who? You want to know, and you want to know it all. That's what Richard saying, Glenny. I wake up every morning with different story on my phone. They say, which one you going to talk about today? Then I ask the Liberian people, which one we should talk about today? On Flag Day, which one you want us to talk about? Everybody home, nobody work today. People home with the family, some people home with a girlfriend, people home with a boyfriend, more videos coming out. The whole LDEA is ratting. Anthony Swan said he can't make it no more. The papa said he can't make it. Let me put the papa picture up. Where is his picture? Let me put it up. He said he can't make it. The whole LDEA is ratting. We are receiving information that this guy, this Abraham guy, his daughter is logging to, now that information, Alex Romo, the county commander in Magibi. And the whole, hey God, amen, Lord, amen. That what you're saying?
Yeah. You know, I like the video you played by the guy who said that fighting drugs is gonna be a tough thing for not only Liberia, but it's a hard issue for all countries because almost all sectors of the country, you know, are involved. We're talking about the executive branch, we're talking about the judicial branch, the legislative communities are involved. So people have to stand strong. Number two, we're talking about a poor country, and drugs tend to be, that he used the word lucrative. Drugs tend to have a lot of money behind it, you know. So if you're poor and it's an easy way to make a few bucks, you will lean towards that. But we have said on this show that it has some grave consequences for our country. It is not the way to go. So we really, really need to stand strong, stand tall to fight drugs, you know, and focusing on the LDEA is a good first step, because what I'm hearing right now, somebody asking for the child to be released without due process is concerning to me. I wonder, what does that person say about, you know, other drug situation, you know, in his office, and the manner in which he spoke to his you know, his subordinate is just amazing. It's just crazy. He shouldn't be doing that. You know, he should not be doing that. So you know, I couldn't understand that lady who was talking. I didn't really get the video. I think you said something about her. That's a video
We'll
that
play the lady. Her name is Kemal. We'll play that video. You know, you never just take it by pieces, right?
Okay.
That video is different from Abraham Carlson and telling them to release his daughter, right? Okay. So we'll play that in segment. Let me bring in Glenny. Glenny, here we are. More videos coming up, more photos coming up, more different. I didn't know they got these different kind of drugs. And I bought it just for all of them. Different. The thing in pepper making and all now. Yeah. Maybe I did. Listen, when I went through this investigation today, my hair started rushing, and I'm telling Liberian people, we are not fighting drugs. We have become the hub for drugs in Africa. Let me talk to you, Glenny. Talk to us.
So I think it's very serious, but also the bravery from the police people, from the LDEA people who recorded this boss man, and we now have an opportunity to hear this. We gotta commend them, but you heard how they were even pushed against the wall. It's like he's trying to use the fact that he is their boss. So it is your daughter. she should not be arrested if she should be exempted from a crime or from the fact that she was caught with drugs. How, I mean, he's so emboldened, like, let me get there. I'm driving to Carisburg right now. It's like, how are we going to resolve the drug crisis in Liberia when the cartel is a part of the people who's supposed to be stopping it? Clearly, he knows what's going on because his interest was after he asked about his daughter, he kept asking about the guy who they caught. Where is he? And the man is like, Chief, he ran away. It's like, I mean, I don't know what else. If these things are not alarming to the government, then I don't know what else to say. But it's can you imagine all those different drugs? They're giving it to children. It's hard to see. I mean, I happy that we can, some of these things can be exposed by Spoon TV, but hopefully the government will see some and say enough is enough.
Yeah, and since I wanted to add that Mr. Abraham Payne was definitely abusing his power. I took down a few words he was telling. He said, "Do not make me vest." It's like, really? He's telling his subordinate in his office, "Do not make me vest." And then he's ordering his subordinate to release his daughter from police custody. And then of course, the subordinate had no other choice, no other means. He said, "Consider it done." Can you imagine? Like, no process, nothing. So he was afraid. It seems like, his boss telling him to do this, and he's saying like, "Oh, consider it done." Then I think the boss said to him, and he said, "Don't, that mean you're talking to? I order you to release her." Like, you're supposed to be professional. This subordinate is not your child. What did the rule of order say? What did your handbook say when you get somebody in police custody for drugs? That is what you're supposed to be focusing on, not personal issue, not your own emotional issue. I know it's your daughter, yes, but let's separate. It's hard, the emotional piece from your professional duty. And that is, what I wanted to say about this Abraham Payne guy. I think he abused his power. I think he acted in a domineering way. I think that he should be actually investigated, at least, if not removed.
What I can say is the embarrassment this have brought on this government. What I can say, somebody got to say something. I mean, year number 2, we are failing on the fight against drugs. We are failing. Can anybody say anything different? You got a few good men, but a few good men, listen, ask them how much you're taking home. I spoke to a bunch of them today. They are working on stress because just what you heard, when the boss man come out and say, "Let the man go." Can you imagine? These guys that make arrest on a Kema woman, this woman in the video, we're talking about her. Another director came and said, "Let the people go." They take money from them. Look at this document. Look, August 24th, on a Sunday, they released them. Special Drugs Squad, SDS, LDEA, Minister of Justice Headquarters, Investigation Section, LDEA, Minister of Justice Headquarters, release order. Mohammed Kroman, John Badio, Archie Gadia, David Kema, release order. Release order. It's not on it. Let's go down the line. Kemako, Erika Jackson, Grace John, Mohammed Swearing. They released them. Released some of them yesterday. Released the other people today. You catch them with drugs, they pay you some money, you send them home. No issue about fighting drugs. Look at this document. They release them, they send them home. The people are accusing the justice minister and all that he part of the thing. They're accusing him. Can you imagine? Who's there to support the fight against drugs when Joseph Barker called? Who's there to support? Unity Party, you gotta answer. They are sleeping. The government is sleeping while the people are dying, while the masses are dying. The government is sleeping. And that's why today, the man is emboldened that raging saying, Glenny, the man got a brave man to say, "I will cause you release my daughter, that my daughter release her." I don't want to put politics in there. When we Musa Benedict are going to call and say that my son release him. What if you're going to call and say that my son, release him? I give you order. The man said, release my daughter. I'm coming there. And you know what we did in my giving? Did you guys catch that one? So what did you do in my giving? And you know what we did in my giving? You remember he said that? I don't know nothing, zero, nothing. They gotta say nothing will come out of this one. They are assured. They say the government will not do fine. Because the people that are protecting them, they are bigger than anybody else in the government. Not only Abraham Payne. Look at the director. Look at this. Look. Somebody look at the Anthony Swapape. You know that they probably want to fight drugs? Somebody, no. Take a good look at him. Do you think he ever to fight drugs? They probably tired. What President Boga doing this to us? If Abraham Kumar had a problem that the people was fight drugs, every Kumar can go all around like he own robot. If he had a problem with people within and without, they probably just say that he can't say nothing. I mean, somebody got to just look at the whole picture. Do you think, on a serious note, I'm asking you, do you look at this man they call Anthony Swat? Do you think you know that somebody that can fight drugs? I will leave a picture of small and we're here for him. That man get any strength, any boom to fight drugs. That man know how to go around the field one time to even jog. They may get any idea, any new innovation to bring on the table and say, yeah, we're going to solve this problem. My man, forget my physical son. Give me the innovation, the new ideas you have brought to the LDEA. Sedimental over the Ben fighting. Then you say you don't have to be physically strong. That's why drugs are in the school. That man know that he went to church. That man know that he went singing in the choir. Do you think the people take small people in the country to fight drugs? The people take people that mean business. The president make this public enemy number one. Then you go bring Anthony Swat. Look at the paper. Look at the paper. I'm tempted to open the phone line. Does it look like somebody that can fight drugs? Then look at him, right? Then look at the person he brought also that caused him today. This man is strong. He's from Nimba. This guy was fired before. The Abraham P. man. If you don't know, you and that Richard State. They fired him before. You know he brought him back. Immediately, we won the election. Every Kroma brought him back and signed in Nimba. The Papa took him back and make him back to the main headquarters. There are plenty there. So take a look at Abraham. Listen, play the video. Those of you that just joining us, take a listen. Play the video, I beg you. If that, let me play it from my end. Are you okay now? Your internet up now? It's okay? Nelson, are you okay? All right, let me play.
All right, let me go to the office. I'll call you back. Do not cut that phone off. Go there now.
I live in Testing. I'm going there, Chief.
No, you're not testing. I'm hearing them. Keep your phone on.
I'm on my way going there.
Go in there and leave the phone on. If you're texting, you're not wearing a uniform. Your commander call you. I'm calling. Then you beat my daughter?
No, she never be on.
Yes, I'm told I get to touch you when the time is here. Papa, I want to talk to you.
Hello, Daddy.
So I feel they beat on you over there?
Yeah?
They beat on you?
Yeah, they beat me with ratting.
They still beating you with ratting?
They still beating me, ma. I mean, they beat me with ratting.
When they beat you?
That will be you.
I'm not one woman morning, not too long.
I can't enter in, Chief.
How you addressing me just now?
When you call me, I'm on my way coming to the office.
No, my question to you, yeah? How she addressing me right now? What she said?
She said somebody people with ratting.
No, she said, hello, Daddy. You know what she said?
Yeah, but let me see who do the Anna Chief. I'll call you right back. You are getting entering.
You are taking for in she's selling drugs to a smoking drug. Or she was phone in the ghetto?
Yeah, Chief, she was in a house with a man. In the team round, they were cutting when we got there. But one year of bring her now, sorry for me saying it, she was born naked there. For the guy had a job that was time in the market, he put up resistance and fought the officer and took 2 bags from us. One ever guy said was coming when he saw the man attacking how to join the ever man took a man back from him.
That girl is my daughter. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir, Chief.
She's my daughter. Your reason right now to her sister, let me bring her home.
What?
You heard what I said?
Yeah, and Chief, 1 minute, let me talk to you, sir.
Yeah, what you want to say?
Chief, they took 2 hours out my bravo.
That's something y'all can get later on. Y'all got people when I say release my daughter to... Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Release her to her sister, let me bring her home now to me.
But Chief, my bravo issue.
No, listen to me. You better don't let me get upset, eh?
Consider it, don't you?
I said release her to her sister, y'all bring her home now. I want to drive the case right now.
Consider it, don't you?
The man who you arrested with the charge, hold him. I said release my daughter now.
Keep the man escape.
No, you know what I mean?
No.
So you cannot release my daughter? What you saying?
Chief, besides, somebody can guarantee her. People here, let me do my own piece of job to guarantee her, Chief.
Oh, you talk on the phone. I should get you my wait. I come to the wait for me. Wait. You understand what happened? I say, hey. I'm driving the case right now. I don't want to fucking see you. I don't want to fucking see you that DA bidding when I get there. I don't want to fucking see you in DA bidding when I get there right now. I honor you, then you tell me I'm doing my job. I give you a chance to do your job.
No,
you talk to me on the phone?
The people here guarantee her. That would be a guarantee. No, can't just give
you telling me I should give you a chance to do your job? I mean, you spoke to her on the phone right now?
No, I said the people come guarantee her the year, the 12 of the year. So that would do it.
Okay, let me say something so you can understand.
Yes, sir.
You is the one who sent your telephone number to me. I want to see you in my office tomorrow morning. You telling me to give you a chance to do your job?
No, I
don't. That's what you tell to me. You might ask Marshall people what happened. Are you ordering me to give you a chance to do your job?
Chief, I said the problem here to get from the year. I think your daughter, your.
I said, but they're all my children. My children. I'm telling you, they telling me say give me a chance to do my job, right? I'm driving a Curious Bread. I'm driving. No. I'm driving the Curious Bread.
Not you are talking to the people outside there. Give me a chance. Not you. I think you're in the north. Other people talking to the.
What kind of mess we in, sir? What kind of mess we in? What kind of nonsense that is happening in our country? Who is this guy? Who is Abraham Payne? Is this rescue? Oh, I mean, will we just fool? Who is Abraham Payne? That's what we did in Marshall. What did you do in Marshall? You sold drugs? What kind of nonsense is this? How you put a puppet to be very hard? You put a puppet that's sleeping already to be director for LDEA. How can you do that to us? They're after him. The man brought all his family people. And Anthony Payne and his family. That's why he called Anthony Payne from Nima. Anthony Payne and his family. Abraham Payne, he's Anthony's wife. Abraham Payne and his family. He brought his whole family people. And they're all doing drugs. The allegation that they're all selling drugs. Look at the kind of drugs on the market. Look at these things. That's the one you can see. The one you can see that they pay for. They are releasing the drugs dealers. They cash and go. Cash and go. Cash and go. They release them. They take money from them. They let them go. Hey, man, what President Boga saying? Oh, no. Let's move for 2029. We'll fix it. I mean, what your senators are saying, what your lawmakers are saying, they may have accused people in the executive of selling drugs. So many bad things happening. The whole thing was a scam. We protest all drugs to commit ourselves. It was scam. That original thing was scam. Said no to drugs. The people that were there for government, they are the ones selling drugs. That was scam. That was Calais. That was Vlad. How can you do this to us? Look at the drugs.
This is the drugs that were found in the place, as you can see. My people, we will not rest. We will fight until we save our country. Thank you, Unit 711, for a job well done. Thank you.
If we do not, guys, if we, and you can say this 100 times, Stanton, Alexander, Willispool, you blaming me, stop blaming me. We tell President Biden have for the 7 years in government, don't blame me. If you blame me, I start blocking people from blaming me, so I will not blame nobody again. I will just take it, I will eat it. I will eat it. I will eat it. I have to accept it, Glennie. You my only friend here today because I can see smile in all the faces. You my only friend, Glennie. People that look at me, they're trying to show throw talk, no problem. Look at the drugs issue. Look at Abraham. Abraham is saying that my daughter, release her. They're using the F word. He cared less because the papa can make it. If I say the papa, Anthony Swat can make it. Even Joseph Boakai tired. President Boakai tired so much that he gave it to the Justice Minister Oswald Twe. The Oswald Twe called for a meeting. Sebastian Farr and Anthony Swat said they can't sit to the same place for that meeting. They walked out. Oswald Twe just shook his head and he said nothing. They walk out, they said, how can you have a deputy director and a director can see eye to eye? So they train and play. And this is what you got. That Abraham Payne, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to start the show. So the guys say must start 5:30, 9:30. We are about to start the show. Let me play all the video. We jump right into it. But I want you guys to take a look at your LDEA director. Look at it, Papi. The Papi will be under the plum tree chasing a train. Me. Just to run behind, leave her alone, right? I got to run over from the pig. The pig got energy more than me. Then look at the baby. Who is he chasing? Who? Professor be running behind his grandchildren. His great-grand, by the way. Got no innovation. Nothing new. Do you think he's supposed to be director for LDEA? They just put him there just to use him. Watch this other video. Look at this girl. Look at this young lady. I heard that she's over 18, so I can play her video.
What's your name? Eh? Sarafina who? Stand straight. Move from the wall. Sarafina who?
Why are phoning now?
Why is Sarafina who? Sarafina Vero. As you can see, mommy, I'll show you fucking more than here. As you can see, there's a living body of Sarafina Vero who got arrested by the LDEA. Just to some 2 hours ago in FDA, Zinra up the hill. We got attacked there massively and we managed to move. An AFL guy who was just passing saw how we were attacking King to help in the process. And 2 motorbikes were taken, the AFMN motorbike with one of our own motorbike. Sarafina was naked in that Zinra where he had his boyfriend who flew from his other side and he ran. When he came back with very manpower and we ourselves we keep managing and so on, we could not make it. They were able to get the AFMN motorbike who came in our rescue to make peace. They could not hold the beating and they took his motorbike with one of our own motorbike that was within our operation. So this is how that story go along with his phone, the AFMN phone, they took it.
Okay, sorry for that video. Let's play this other video real quick.
And make sure you that's another when you feel that you increase on your rights, you better all step. When you go to court, you I said don't breathe. You're not worried.
So there's a lady that's challenging the authority here of the LDEA.
I said, that was this one.
You're worried that you lucky. Let me get her arrested.
Go and stop this.
Okay.
I'm going to stop it and the girl of
all right.
She can never
She was not in the house. According to
The senior lady is really nice.
Okay, so we play that video. We got one other video here. Let's play this video.
Very robust when it comes to
Very robust. What I can't hear you. For lying on me and my children. You don't get it.
When
I'm making myself to
last
be
night,
in the seat in my place. For that material for free. That will be used for in that seat. As I'm making myself in the seat. People will come over you.
Lady, she's one of the notorious drug dealers
What?
in Kakata City that
You will
everybody
not
knows
waste
about.
my money.
So
The
today,
definition I got, you
we
will
went to
not
a place
tell
this
me. They
morning.
will take a picture without you.
She passed through the back door and ran away. So the girl, she has few people that sell for her. The other girl who sells for her decided to run inside while running the plastic trap. So we took the plastic and she escaped. When the lady escaped, we took her to the satellite station. And then later, she ran there under the influence of some big hands that she must go to the satellite.
Well, there you have it. A lot of stuff is happening. A lot of stuff. Welcome to everybody. I'm going to bring you in one, two. I'm going to bring you in Darius. It's good to see you, Dr. Buble. Ambula Mame, it's good to see you. Let's just get into this drugs issue. I think for the 24th flare day, this is a complete mess. One, two, let's hear you.
Just listening to the audio is very hard to listen to, most especially given the kind of work that the activists put in when it comes to leading a national awareness on drugs. What it shows here is that there is extreme discrepancy within a very just enforcement agency. There is partiality, and to some extent, they substantiate the information provided that even the very government officials are involved into increasing drugs trafficking within Liberia. The other aspect here shows that there must be an overhaul changes in the leadership of the Liberia Drugs Enforcement Agency. And this is something that we all need to be able to speak about tonight. I'm optimistic that there will be one important decision tomorrow. One, the president will ensure that there is dismissal, specifically starting from the higher up down towards a very critical role. The most important thing to realize here, Stanton, is that the guy in question is the director of operation. So the director of operation is making that statement. How many cases that we may not have listened to that have been placed on a court? For me, even as a citizen, I would not politicize the current drug crisis. I think it's a national emergency that requires all hands on deck. We need holistic, sophisticated, and independent, non-partisan driven effort to ensure that we can be able to lead on the current drugs crisis. And I'm hopeful that today will be not just informationally driven, but will be a renaissance where the government will realize the emergency at stake and what we can do as a country to mitigate challenges.
Thank you very much for mitigating challenges. We people are dying. We'll wait till you finish mitigating challenges. Okay. Thank you very much, Darius. So let's bring you
in. Yes. So, CEO and all of the panelists. Good evening to all of you. Those following us on Facebook, YouTube, home and abroad. The issue of drugs is a serious public health issue. I think it poses security risks now. And this is where we all need to come together as Liberians to fight this. But then the issue is when you politicize drugs from the beginning, then others want to not just fight it now, but also use the time to score political gains. President Bwakai criticized George Weah that it was the Weah administration that brought into the country Kuch. In his Sona 2024,
he declared drugs a national public health emergency. What has been the actions of the government since that declaration? We have not seen nothing. No national rehabilitation program, little contribution towards the budget to fight drugs. Even with the little contribution, the money is still being squandered. Nothing to show for it. On the Ministry of Justice, you got 1.4 million, 2024, 2025. They call it Kush-Mago project. What is the Justice Minister doing with that money? We have not seen any program under the Ministry of Justice to justify that amount of money to fight Kush. Under this administration, under the Washoe Hour President Bwaka, we have zombie that enter the country. We have what we call tension now, they call SPAC. How many different kinds of jobs will enter under the administration? At DEA, you have people fighting. Ebi Command Fadiga left. Today you have Swa and his deputy. Another deputy for operation. Daughter is involved in drugs. Mind you now, all of the drugs DEA have been arresting, they take it right there to Fiaman, to the headquarters. In the night, the very DEA officer go there, open the area, and distribute the drugs in the market. Even money that they arrest, they fight over it. So that area is not fighting drugs. That area is a lucrative area. People are getting rich through drugs there, and that's why the fight is there. President Bwaka will not do anything. Maybe he will suspend. Even if he suspend no God, who will he appoint? It will still be an issue. So let's tackle drugs from a perspective that yes, this is scaring the young people. This is affecting the country. Then to politicize it. Today it is hunting the Unity Party. Politicize it on a weird. Now it's getting rampant. People are dying. Every day there is a death out of 2, 3 from drugs under this government. And no action, no rehabilitation. How will you even go talk about fighting drugs by marching on the street when the Zogos are still at those places? They arrange youths are still in the street.
Thank you. We'll get there. Thank you very much, Darius. We'll get there. We want to bring you in. Before we bring, let's bring you in. We'll play the rest of the video. Ambula Mame. Then we go to that to Pope. Ambula.
The drug situation is embarrassing. The government has failed to match actions with voice. There is no other way to see it. DEA being compromised in the fight against drugs. People saying somebody in the executive, legislature, judiciary involved. Those are not strange comments. What are we doing? When you speak to some of the stakeholders, the indicator they point to you is we increase budget by maybe 250,000. But the magnitude of the drugs issue, the deputy DEA who is on the recording himself is a victim. The man who is on the recording asking the people to free the kid, he himself is a victim because his daughter is on drugs. If you listen to the guy who arrested, he said she was naked. Sorry to say that.
No. He said she was butt naked, not legit naked.
So it tells you the extent to which the thing is taking grip on the country. And during the time they were organizing I want to use the exact words. I listened to you on the Spoon Show. When they were organizing the No to Say Drugs, one of the former addicts, he said, and I quote, he said, we saw Ebola time when national emergency was declared for Ebola. We saw how government responded. He said during COVID-19, when national emergency was declared, we saw how government responded. This government has said there is a national emergency with drugs. We cannot see similar response that the country witnessed during Ebola and the country witnessed during COVID. And not because people are not running to hospital. Drug is a secret issue. People are dying in Haiti. It is a national emergency that deserves similar attention we place to Ebola and COVID. Why it is not happening? It is because people are using it to make money. That's the reason why it's not happening. And that is where the president needs to take action. Like I said, we're waiting to see what action President Bouaka will take. Nobody said take action, but take action not only on the guard, but restructuring and reorganizing that entire DEA, because it is part of the problem and not part of the solution. Yes, they've been making yes, they've been making some gains in recent time with arrest and prosecution and conviction. But in terms of overall, with all the confusion happening and the different stakeholders we're talking to, people in the DEA are part of the problem.
A lot of them. But you have the director of children working at the DEA and involved, the allegation that they are involved in drugs. I mean, the main director proper, Anthony Swan, his family there, the whole place have been turned to a cartel, a whole drugs cartel. So you find Anthony Swan to be the what's the guy name? Chipo. And how his boss and running the operation. You know what they got a history to Madam Salita from NSA. You know he was accused. The puppet quietly operating. He tired, he can't make it. And we sit down here and want to believe because that the man's daughter, so his daughter is excused. That problem, Abraham Pin's daughter is excused. Release her.
CEO, good evening. And good evening to all my friends, the panelists, those who listen, those who watch. I watched the video and all the clips that you were running, and I've been following the conversation. This is a very heart-wrenching situation because it's cut deep, straight to the fabric of the nation, because our greatest asset, people, are being destroyed. The response, though, has to be holistic. So there's three parts to this. The first part is the entry into the country. Last time I checked, we're not growing these things here, we're not manufacturing things, we're bringing them in. So they're coming in at different ports, whether you're driving it in, you're flying it in, you're shipping it in, it's coming, okay? So I don't know how much training is being done standard at the ports of entry specifically for people to be able to detect these things. You know, I think Mama just talked about the national emergency and response thereof. So if you said this is enemy number one, it's a national emergency, then you have to accelerate your effort, right, to stop it, to mitigate. And I can tell you the culture that we run, okay, is counterproductive to this kind of enforcement. So what do I mean? You come to the airport, Stanton, and you say, you know, I'm Dr. Brupler. They put your bag on the other side. So if the people know that in this other country, they let the doctor and the honorable and the ambassador and minister your bag go this way, then I won't be bringing the thing for the other people. And you understand me? Because my bag will go on this side. It will not go on the scanner, it will go on this side. Then you will bring it outside. There should be no exemption. We need to stop this unnecessary privileges, unnecessary privilege offer to big shots, because that's how you bust through security barriers. That's one, the put of entry. Second part to that one is this. When things come in the country, then there should be some serious actions taken for those at a particular port where it came in. In other words, it will make people who work there know that they're things serious. If I sit down here and let a drug just keep slipping through, I will lose my job or the people will come after me. That's one. The second part, Stanton, is the enforcement part. That's the main part you hear on the video. All of that part, how you do it. Man, say, I'm trying to do my job. The boss man say, well, I'm telling you to do something and you won't talk, you telling me something different. Yeah, the man has to do his job. So I'm not boss man thing that. You can't order your subordinate to do something that's wrong. Okay? So that's the enforcement part of the problem. Yes, money now in Liberia controls almost anything. So those people who in there, they themselves hustling for money, and the government will pay attention and respond. These guys, they respond drastically. You find people culpable that are not suspension area yet, that dismissal area, and persecution to the extent. But here's the third part I want to close on, Stanton. There's the part very pathetic. I went to a rehab center in Marshall, and I almost cried. You got young people there, and you got people trying their best to work with them, and it becomes evident when you sit down there for 5 minutes that they lack the skill, they lack the resources. So the rehabilitation and the education for prevention part is huge, but we do so little, almost nothing. That's why the resources allocated is so small for these people to do the work. And so if you can't rehab young people, because they become testimonies for others who are struggling to get off. And also they become part of that education for prevention part. It needs to be in the curriculum. We need to start teaching children the dangers of drugs and those kinds of things. But we're fighting it on the one hand, but we're not fighting it holistically. And I hope that the government will give it a whole lot more attention. This is very serious and is cutting to the core of our greatest asset, which is our people.
Listen, Dr. Bobla, thank you very much. I want to say to all of you, welcome again this holiday in Liberia. But we're so glad to have you. I'm going to play this one more time. We're going to hear from Dr. Richardson. It says clearly, as we move over now to get deeper into this conversation, what action we expect the president to take. Number one, realize that we have the appointment letter from Anthony Swart to Abraham Payne. President Boga didn't appoint him. And because of the appointment, Sebastian Farr, the deputy for operation, is in pure total conflict with Anthony Swart, the director proper. Seriously. Because of those two appointments, they can't get along whatsoever. They just can't. And that's where we are today, just to tell you that the whole place is not messed up. The other day, I think last week or so, it was a heated argument concerning car given to Kazom, the other guy. And the same thing that happened between Abi Kuma and Fadiga nearly happened. Sebastian Farr told him, get all of the car, I need a car. They had to call the president's house. While the president was away, they had to call, and somebody from the executive had to put a halt to the escalation. Sebastian Farr said he must take the car. And the other gentleman said, no, you are not taking the car. It was heated, it was noisy. Bad things happening at LDEA. I don't know who can put it under control. The president asked Oswald Twe, you fix it. Oswald Twe gave up. He just can't. You saw the letter back and forth. He just can't. Today, we are receiving, this thing we had it since 3 days ago, but because of the CDC demolition, we decided to just keep it. You are receiving this thing. More to come. You remember when Abraham said, you know what happened in Marshall, right? You heard that. It's on the clip. They did something similar in Marshall. They arrested people. Guess what happened? They let them go. What about the woman that came to the airport that they arrested and she get $10,000 and they let her go? When we spoke about it, they rearrested her, but now she out. What were these? These are the people that were let go. Yesterday on a Sunday, U709 ordered the release of 4 individuals that were arrested. Unit 709 ordered the release yesterday. Today, the woman you see jumping up in the video, her name is Keman Cole. She and everybody else, she and her children and everybody says, they allege that she's the biggest drugs dealer in that country. They asked her to go today. Who releasing them? Why not the court, that Richardson? At what point you get a right to release them? After when you arrest them, you arrest the substance, you take it to court. Before you even go seize the substance, you're supposed to have court warrant, right? I'm not missing something. Before you make an arrest, you're supposed to have court warrant. If somebody help me, Mohammed, that Richardson.
For court warrant, Stanton will not for the drugs. There is something in the security book can call hard pursuit.
So okay, if I have pursuit, I agree with you. If I have pursuit, why you release them? You say you want hot pursuit, then why you release them on cold pursuit? Why you release them?
No, I don't know the details. You are just talking about getting court warrant before going to catch the people. I'm like, if you want to wait for court warrant,
I agree with you.
I mean, you wouldn't do anything because before you even get to
true,
court to get the warrant, they will leak the information. All the people will clear all the people before you get there. We have to be a little bit radical in addressing the drugs issue because it's going beyond the limits.
You have to charge them, and then they go to court.
Yep. You can arrest Stanton with a warrant, but you also can arrest with probable cause. So
I
you have
agree.
probable cause, you can arrest somebody. You don't need a warrant. So in this case, to go to the house to see drugs and all the things in that possession, they can arrest them and take them for interrogation.
Everybody's saying the right thing, right? But why you release them? Why release them? You arrested them with all these drugs. You put all the drugs up. You said we're doing bad thing. These are the drugs. The man is on video talking about the drugs. Watch the video. The man on video. They had a woman at the LDEA. They brought her to Monrovia. And this is very important. Somebody in the government say, let the woman go. They arrested her children. You see her children there yet? Watch this one. You see her? She and her children, right? She said the other guy coming to die. They get briefing fast. She said, let's listen. But then somebody in the government gave order and said, let her go. You see the important things? You see what's going on here?
Stanton, can you put that order up again? Just put one up so we see it real quick. The release order. So who's U709? Is that somebody or is that a code?
That's somebody. That's somebody unit code. And Abraham, that's 04. U709. That's Sebastian 5, the deputy.
Okay. What's on the bottom of the release order? Is there some more information or that's it?
That's it. Nothing else.
What the release say, yeah, maybe it's time to get background information, but what the release say, it says you release them from detention while they're undergoing investigation. So it says who are release them from detention who are undergoing investigation. So whether to release them to go home or to take them from the cell?
No. So let me explain. They're not in the cell. The woman on the street. Somebody called. They got a lawyer. The lawyer went there. They said release them to the lawyer. Let the lawyer carry them. One day will bring them back. They released them, all 8 of them, to the lawyer. The lawyer walked. And that's what hurting some good men in that place. They got few good men. They got angry. The AFS soldier that they beat and took a bicycle, a motorbike, they get angry. Just to find out that they arrested them one day, the next day they said put them back on the street. I mean, Dr. Richard said, I don't know how clear we can be. The fight on this thing is just listen to this. Listen to the woman's.
Talking about our own they say when they came out in a community, I want to buy cats. When they came, my children were to the horse. The people say they put on and say they must get us.
Okay.
When the children got us, they other baby they got a general interview from Kakatan. The how the legacy say one of them told us, hey, see they go, you show the place. Your mom put the drugs. We will put you in jail. We'll even fire you. They guys are not what you talking about. So my kid they told me, I say, why were they happy now they carry the 2 cherry? The sources were right, man. All a $1 baby man there. She said nothing happened. The kid they passed in group, they enter the house. They searched, they didn't see nothing. They came back, they wanted to put all by the carry they came back.
So was he on the scene?
They say, my children say,
okay.
I have my daughter stay there,
okay.
My big daughter.
All right.
They came back. When they came back, they didn't see the enter the sea horse again. They didn't see no drugs. For God's sake.
So listen to this guy, right? She finished explaining her own. Listen.
Very repulsed when it comes to
very repulsed. What the time I hear you? For lying on me and my children. You don't say that.
When Kakata
last night. For that material for free. That be used for in that future. As I make them myself, People will talk over you.
This lady, she's one of the notorious drug dealers
What?
in Kakata City that
You will
everybody
not
knows
tell us
about.
my money.
So
They
today,
say like that, you
we
will
went to
not
a
tell
place
me
this
shit. They
morning.
will take a picture without us.
She passed through the back door and ran away. So the girl, she has few people that sell for her. The other girl who sells for her decided to run inside while running the plastic trap. So we took the plastic and she escaped. When the lady escaped, we took her to the shuttle station, and then later she ran there under the influence of some big hands that she must go to the shuttle station.
There you go. Directors in the crime. The people say you're hearing the story, but at the end of the day, we fall out inside and say you're sitting at home with the lawyer. At the end of the day, you hear Abraham Payne say, "Release my daughter." At the end of the day, Liberians, home and abroad, they are concerned. We got nothing, no money in the budget for drugs. The little one they put there, Gafwan say he doesn't have money. They get it small, and the other one is stay in Saludo. And here we are today, nothing. The people got to hustle. These guys don't go on the field, nope, they're not, some of them are not on payroll, they call them active agent. What you give them and what they take home. Let's hear you, Dr. Richardson, and let's hear Glennie. We got 3 more minutes to stay on this story. It's very, very discouraging. The government got a lot to do, and I think the government, whether they are working towards it, but this one, as we're speaking right now, the whole country concerned what President Barker is going to do, not only to Abraham, who is Abraham Payne, not only to Abraham Payne, but the whole entity is done. The whole entity is a garbage. It's a hub for drugs. That's a cartel center. That where they're making money. People can just place a phone call and say, "Release my friend, release my son, release my daughter. Don't try it. You want your job, we'll fire you and jail you." They threaten the officer there. They say, "Release them. If you don't release them, we will jail you." I mean, everybody gets something on somebody. President Barker just said now, he said, "This is the #1 point. We'll put a committee together, Justice Ministry. We'll put a committee together, NSA. We'll put a committee together, health. We'll put a committee together." All of them, nothing to do, zero Dr. Richardson. Ask them for the first committee meeting report. Ask them. They don't have it. They don't have it. Real talk. They do not. All of them mind their own business. Nobody can put forth because the drugs come from the executive marshal. The order is from the executive marshal. Tell me, Dr. Richardson, we got to move on. Our country cannot fight drugs.
Well, I want to just say that fighting drugs is a tough, complex, and serious problem. If we do not begin to fight it now, we can see our country going down the drain slowly. And I want you guys to remember something. People who are abused, they abuse others. And this is a part of this big shot syndrome that is occurring in Liberia. I believe someone addressed that. We see the Abraham Payne, who is the chief at that police station, abusing his subordinate. And then their subordinate, they abuse the people who they're the victims of drugs. This one lady told us she was beaten with a rattan. And so then the community do not respect the police. You know, this lady who we just saw here, she's saying, you know, she would naked herself, she would roll her over and all of that stuff. Car would, you know, kill the man. All of these things that she's saying. She doesn't respect the authority. I cannot imagine me, police walk to my house or anywhere, or even I go to a police station, me reacting to the police in such manner. You cannot do that. So the abuser tend to abuse others. And so it just is a ripple effect. When in our country, we feel like if you belong to certain position, title, class, you have certain privileges. And this is exactly what is happening. Someone can call and say, "Release my daughter," or call and say, "Release that person who's bringing in drugs," or call and say, "Oh, let that person go because they belong to, you know, so XYZ class." You cannot do that. That is not the way to fight drugs. To fight drugs, we're going to need the education system. You got to put money in the budget for that. We're going to need the legal system. We're talking about right now, we can see the whole LDEA needs to be revamped. Okay? It needs to just be changed, demolished, whatever you want to do with it. It has to be revamped in order for us to make drugs a serious crime in our fight in our country. Fighting drugs a serious thing in our country. We need the media. And there's some things you can do. We need constant billboard, jingle, conversations, education. The curriculum has to be changed because obviously drugs is starting from babies in school. So we need to change that. We have to go to the community people. We have to also utilize our healthcare system because this is where, again, it's not just only the drug is not just the drug use is just not a epidemic, but these people spread things that tuberculosis, contagious diseases are spread. So our healthcare system suffers as well. So I'm just trying to tell you that it's a serious, tough, complex fight, and then we have to really hone in on training of how the abuse tend to abuse the abuser.
You are right, Dr. Richardson. Thank you very much. Let me bring in Glennie. Glennie, let's hear you while we close on this drugs issue.
So I think that we all know, we all share in the commentary that we want the focus right now to be on the drug pandemic, to be able to save the lives of our children, but to also improve the sanctity of our communities. We have to do what we can not to make this a politics stuff, because then we're getting nowhere. When we start looking at just focusing on the Boyka government, oh, this drug scheme and that drug scheme, who's here doing weird time? There were other drugs there doing Ellen Johnson time. All the three governments, Weir, Johnson, and now Boyka, they have not done enough for the drug, because if Ellen had done better, then they would have been able to sustain itself to go through Weir, and now Boyka would be following. So we need to do away with and looking at which government did best or which drug entered the country at what point in time. That's insignificant. What is significant here is that we have a drug pandemic going on in our country, and the current government needs to show that they can manage it and do something about it. People died before, people were doing drugs before, but right now, because nothing has happened throughout, nothing sustainable, nothing substantial enough to do away with the crisis. Now it's a serious epidemic in our country, and the government needs to pay attention to it. I'm not worried I'm not concerned about the fact that, there were less drugs there before and there's more now. The problem right now is that we have a drugs problem, and the government needs to be able to take care of that. That's my concern.
Glennie, thank you very much. Let's hear you.
I have an interest in. I don't disagree with this Glennie point. I agree. In fact, my opinion, I highlighted that there should be a holistic fight. It should be driven not by partisan rhetoric, but by a national emergency. But my slight disagreement is, under President Weir, this conversation wasn't driven under the pretense of national emergency. It was driven under political rhetorics. People mislead the fight against drugs to a point where it was driven by partisan fight. The entire government campaigned on that rhetoric. They used different videos, even videos from Sierra Leone and other countries. Kush, zombie, and other drugs were using activism during the campaign. So we have to be fair with this conversation. So today, we are saying, no, this is because this is not unique to President Barker alone. It's unique to Josh Weir. It's unique to President Selly. This is hypocritical. We must address President Barker has the governor's mentor. Let's ask the tough question. How many rehabilitation centers have been created since the protest for drugs? In what way are we antagonizing drugs in this country? The only rehabilitation center that I know of is I don't even know the government even run any rehabilitation center. Maybe you can be able to they say that on me. Have the government investigated the USAID project that was heavily funded by the Carter Center, the exit of the USAID funding under President Trump? The government ever substituted that funding to be able to provide mental care for some of the infested drugs addicts in our country? So there's a lot of issues here. In as much as I'm empathizing with the situation and believe that we must have a national emergency concern and we must be supportive of the government effort, a lot of the blame must also go to the government, because if we are demanding that there should be change tomorrow, that change will come from President Barker. If we're asking that some government officials should lose their job because of this scenario, that decision and authority lies in the president mantle. It's not President Weah, it's not President Salif. The president have the right to govern, and we should definitely embrace the conversation from that standpoint. This is why, to my point, I believe that the protest that was held was a massive failure. And the reason why it failed is because they were using a civil activism rhetoric, avoiding on shifting the blame on the government, but ensuring that, oh, this is a fight for everyone. The government have the authority, and we must be fair with this conversation. If we must criticize the government, let's criticize President Barker, his role that he's playing, and how he is using authority to ensure that we combat the current jobs crisis, because he's the one having the mantle, he's the one having the governance power, and we should not shift blame on President Weah or President Salif or the rest of the other agents that come about. And that this is my position, and I agree with her that it should be a national emergency, but we cannot go back to say President Barker or President Weah or President Salif should be brought by in a conversation as such.
Go ahead, Darius.
Yeah.
Something you want to check? I think we're awful.
Yeah,
we're working on it, Glenny.
I think I want to agree with Dr. Richardson that the entire DEA needs to be overhauled to some extent, maybe dissolved and reinstituted or because nothing is there. That era is dead. When the LDEA director announced that from the executive to the judiciary, they are doing drugs and dealing drugs, they summoned him. People from in the executive summoned him to retract that statement. But today, we are seeing that big hands in the government are ordering the release of drug dealers. Big hands, children are dealing drugs. Where are we? When they arrest the drugs, ask the question, where do they take the drugs? They take it to a storeroom, a warehouse. Even from the arrest to the warehouse, some of the drugs disappear. The very DEA officers, allegedly, they redistribute the drugs. How many times we have seen the warehouse of LDEA being exposed to the media, to the press? Who has the keys for the warehouses? So it's not all about importation of the drugs. We should also investigate what happens to the drugs that are arrested. It said redistributed in the market. Who is doing that as a business? So the fight in DEA is a huge fight. It ranges from the redistribution of drugs. 80% or 75% of the workforce are not on payroll. They are volunteering. How can you fight drugs and you are volunteering? So each and every person will have a drug dealer number, dealer as a friend, where they will have to get their quote, their daily bread for their family. They are not on payroll. There is something in the DEA they call OPS, operation. They use the ghettos, raiding, and other things. The money they get from there, then they be able to share it among themselves. So we are not fighting drugs by that. We are not fighting drugs by that. Dissolve the DEA, reconstitute it, put these people on payroll, pay them good, fund the budget, and then let's see from there where we start from. Create rehabilitation centers, take the affected youth that are on the street. How would the police go and raid a Zogo that gets sold all on from drugs? A drug user, you go in the ghetto, you arrest him, he say he carrying in jail. He dying in a jail, he's smelling. Rehabilitate the people. Go Central Street, go West Point, catch them instead of catching them as a user of drugs, arrest them as victims, go and rehabilitate them, treat them. Take the first group of people that are affected. While doing that, you also putting mechanisms in place to overhaul the DEA. Put all those volunteers people on payroll. I got my friend, Judge on DEA, no training. He's not even on payroll. When he wear a uniform, he say he's going for OPS. The next thing he come back, he got money in your pocket. Where's OPS? OPS is for the drug dealer to get them money.
Thank you. Thank you. That'll go black. Let's hear you. The mama will close on this issue, guys. You know the holiday in the country, right? We'll try to run this in 7 o'clock 11. Then because we want to reset all of the internet connection, and I think the guy's trying to do that. So let's try to run this for the next 50 minutes. Then we all can leave. Dr. Bopler, let's hear you while we close on this thing.
All right, so yes, Stanton, it is concerning, when people see that persons who it seemed their evidence of drug possession and probably, intent to sell. But we gotta be careful not to draw conclusions that, big people in government are ordering people out. People do have rights, and at this stage it's bailable. So if I bring my lawyer and my lawyer say, release Rudolph Brobler to me, you can do so. So we shouldn't.
How that work? That Brobler help me understand. You say you bring your lawyer.
What I'm saying, if you arrest
that Brobler, let me ask my question, please. That your lawyer will come out to the LDEA and say release the person. I thought the person go to court. That Brobler.
No. Listen. So they apparently arrested people and take them into the custody of the LDEA to begin an investigation. Okay, the law permits for people who are not risk. Okay, or if your lawyer or somebody or standing or something can stand for you. The law allows you to go because that person guarantees.
The law allows who should that Bopler? I beg you, don't wrong with it. One, let understand it. Help me, please. You're talking too fast. The law allows who to release you?
The law allows the agency. Listen, you can release me on my own record. So for somebody like me, I mean, I even need anybody. You can release me and say, when I need Brobler for the investigation, he will come. The agency, but in this clip, I thought I heard something that they had a lawyer. Okay, if they do, I'm just trying to say they have a right to be released while the investigation goes. Anytime they need them, the lawyer, if they have one, will bring them to wherever they need to be for them to get that. All I want to do, I want to go down the courthouse. Don't get me down the courthouse route. Okay, I want to go to court right now. I beg you. I'm not lawyer.
I will help you that. I will help you that. Go ahead.
Listen, I'm not lawyer. I beg you. I just wanted us to refrain from. I just wanted to refrain from the inference that somebody in higher up is doing something illegal by the time to release these people. The people have a right to be released. The people investigating make their own determination. If they feel, for example, that John Doe or Mapu or Yakbabu is such a risk, they'll not release you, they'll hold you. But if they release you, that means maybe they felt like, okay, you can go and come in. All I want to say. But here's what I really want to say. Okay, here's what I really want to say. What I want to say is this. We should not politicize the drug thing. We shouldn't do that. Okay. Junior, that's a pseudonym, Stanton, for a young man, handsome, intelligent, in the 12th grade, a good basketball player. And Junior went to school one day and didn't come home. I'm telling you a true story. And when his parents found him, Junior was strung out on drugs. That's been over 1 year, Stanton. As I'm talking to you now, Junior is in another place trying to get rehab, and they don't even have the ability to do so. The point I want to make is this thing is real, it's personal. This is not one you politicize. And because the effects are so porous and so damaging to the larger society, it would be unwise for any of us to politicize it, because a drug person who's affected by drug will affect the quality of life for you and me. So it's not just their problem, because their problem becomes our problem. So we all need to be careful. This one, you fight it for what it is. Okay? It is a pandemic, I'm calling it that, on our society, and we need to take it seriously. We need to allocate the resources, and we need to be aggressive, consistently aggressive in trying to solve it in a holistic way. Let's not politicize this one. It will be detrimental to all of us as citizens. We should stay away from the politicizing of the drug problem. It affects lives, it affects the nation. So let's fight it as an enemy of the nation.
Dr. Bobler, thank you. Now wait for Mama down to respond to you. Because still, I understand how folks will be released. But secondly, you guys are calling on folks not to politicize this. I think we cannot but to do so, because everything in Liberia is about politics, and the government is a political government. At some point, the government should be held responsible. Whether we go back to George Manawia or Madam Salif, this government should be held responsible. You use this weapon of propaganda to beat on George Manawia. I'm going to play a video. George Manawia, LDEA director. We all ran with that video. And we accused the family of George Manawia, his children, of bringing drugs in the country. It was politics. So why now we should be sent? Then if you want us to be sent, let the government fix it and solve the issue. Ambula?
Yes, thank you. I can struggle when people say politicized drugs. Honestly, I don't know what that means. And when I guess, I think like maybe don't talk about it. To be honest, I struggle. I really struggle with it. But this is where I'm coming from. And if this is the definition of politicizing drugs, we will politicize drugs forever. If that's the definition. All the things you see the CDC people talking about drugs, they're saying it because they want to make a case for George Weah. That's why they're saying it. They're not saying it because they want for drugs. They're saying it because they want to make a case for George Weah, to validate what happened under him. So when people like us who believe George Weah should not be the president of Liberia again, and see people trying to use bar to justify bar, then we have to come up and speak the way we speak. If that is politicizing drugs, we'll continue to do it. Officials of Weah government were conducting elections in ghettos. Instead of taking the children from there, they were conducting elections for them. Is that good? No, it's bad. The head of DEA, under George Weah, was caught on tape compromising drugs. Stanton has the tape. The scene where we play in this one, we play it during Weah time. People call stakeholder, call communities, cry. They said, this DEA man is dealing drugs. We've been complaining, nobody listening to him. Today, he's caught on tape. We are listening to it. He took no action. So today, it's happening on a Bwaka. We play it. And we wait to see what Bwaka will do. Because Weah did not take action on his DEA boss who was caught in compromising drugs, it led any reasonable person to believe that he is working for Weah, because he works to the will and pleasure of the president. And he is caught on tapes trading drugs, and the president does nothing. He remained there until the end of his tenure. So we concluded that if the president cannot take action on this man, it suggests to us there's good reason to believe that he works to the will and pleasure of the president. Then we saw 100 million drugs in the country. Justice Minister, everybody left the case. And we raised the issue. So when it's happening now, we equally raise those issues. But what will be the part of distinction is how the president reacts. Will the president remain quiet like we are quiet and allow this man to go free? Will he take action? Those are what we wait for. And those are the discussions we'll be having. If people consider it to be political, fine. We will have those discussions once they come up. But if you just want to talk about drugs, we talk about it from the beginning. Nobody call party need, nobody call government need. But when people start saying, oh, Bwaka not doing it good, we are, then we say, okay, then let's compare it. And we conclude, like we always said, we want our country to be free of drugs. That's what we want. We gave we 6 years to do it. He failed, he did not do it. If Baka fails and he can't do it, we will not bring Weah back to come and fail again. We will find another leader who can help us to fight drugs.
So, Stanton, can I respond in two?
Yeah, we gotta move to the next story, but quickly respond quickly.
Yeah, great. There's something in psychology called projection. It's part of a defense mechanism where you is a theory where you project your current institutional framework. I'll put it that way onto someone else, and that's the case of Ambuda right now. Dr. Francia is laughing because she knows exactly what I'm speaking about. We are currently in a regime that has the authority, that has the power and the legitimacy to act. And Ambuda is here preaching about George Weah. This is extremely hypocritical. This government promised to tackle drugs head on. That's the campaign. You campaign on this. And you talk about officials in government. We are discussing right now the director of operations, Stanton. We are discussing the LDEA that suspended 3 deputies, and including the head of LDEA, and they were suspended. You know, one of what one of the deputies, highlighted. He said that he is concerned that the head of LDEA is definitely in a cahoot with George. That's a statement he publicly stated. I think that I was on Spoon when we had that conversation. It's open and flank up there. Under this regime, we had the national protest where all the civil society institutions, including members and supporters of this government, including panelists here, stood up and said, this is a national concern. We should take action. And today, Ambula is here preaching George Weah politics. It's extremely embarrassing, and we should not tread this way. Let's look at the historical inaccuracy in his statement. One thing that you should note here is that the very United Party served for 12 years. So in his imaginary perception is that the just crisis right now circumvented itself on George Weah. That's the argument he's preaching right now. Look, let's be serious here. In as much as possible, we want to be a fair and balanced and nationalistic and patriotic. Would I accept this kind of bookers analysis, especially in a situation where we want to find a solution?
Senator, can I just say one more thing on?
Dr. Richardson, go ahead and we'll give Mama the chance to respond.
I wanted to just say that we have to look at this drug fight and put legal fight at the top of our fight, okay? We can't be releasing people on their own reconnaissance or releasing people to their lawyers or just releasing people like that. We have to look at the laws. If it costs us to change the law, because in developed country, yes, it's true, you can release people, to their lawyers, to their own, reconnaissance, because they have tracking device where if you were to get missing, they can track you down. But in our country, we don't have those kind of devices. People can just go from they can go by road to Guinea, to Ivory Coast. Who's going to track them to see, if they're in the country or not, if they are flight risk or not? So we have to look at our law. We have to strengthen our law. It shouldn't be just about drugs. If you catch somebody doing drugs and they go and steal the tools, the bikes of the drug user, they try to fight or act disorderly while they're in the police station, you charge them with every single charge: stealing a bike, causing drug fighters or police people to fall or to kill somebody or whatever, disorderly conduct. You charge them. So we need to strengthen our drug law, educate the people on our drug law. It will also need to insist that those laws are implemented. Now, let's assume that George Weah didn't do anything about the drug situation in Liberia. I'm just assuming this. I can imagine he did something. But we now have a current government, which is the Joka Baka's government. This is the question should be, what are we doing now? And Mama, you asked a brilliant question. How is he reacting now? How is this president reacting? I know he did give after they served him the petition for, the war on drugs, the guys, the fight on drugs, the women who came out. He did say he had these different pointers that he was going to engage in, like scanning machine and all of you. But what has he done about that? Those were all words. What have the words been put into action? Is he explaining to the Liberian people that his words are being action-oriented? And that's what we want to see. So that's what I wanted to just add.
Dr. Richardson, thank you very much. Maybe you want to just finish this thing up?
I
Or you
mean,
done?
nothing much to say. When we came on the show from the beginning, my first word was the Unity Party government's voice not matching the action in the fight against drugs. I did not say Joe Weah. I said the Unity Party government's voice not matching the action. I quoted one of the victims who said, we saw Ebola time, we saw emergency, we saw COVID time, we saw emergency. This government is not putting the emergency we saw during COVID and Ebola. I did not say George Weah. I said Joseph Boakai government. I said the DEA currently is compromised, even though they've made some efforts and gains over time, but it's compromised because people are there trading drugs. I did not say George Weah. What can frighten you people is you do not want to concede. That's your fear. You want to hide under comparing failure with failure. And that's where I disagree. You want to argue that because drugs are not broken now, because people protesting for drugs now, because people are dying every day now, so everything that happened under George Weah, it makes it better. And therefore you should come back. I am saying no. That's why we disagree. That drugs were under George Weah. Here is his director general for the DEA on record, and he did nothing to him. If Boakai did nothing to this guy, how does that make George Weah better if we want to fight drugs? That's my question. Answer my question. The DEA boss was caught on tape. He did nothing to him. And we say we want to fight drugs. We want to clean DEA. And then you say, let's bring George Weah back to come and help us. When we get him 6 years, he failed to do it.
Listen, fair question.
Give me 1 second.
We gotta go. I beg you, Darius. We gotta go. I can give you a few seconds. Or just make it fast, please.
So the issue here is we are not comparing, right? 2029, our people will compare and contract. We are saying the level on which the drugs have taken over Liberia, we did not see that during Weah time. The
then
number
you compare, then you say you're not comparing.
No, I think that would be at 2029. So, Mame, we are not comparing failure versus failure. You came to rescue. The Liberian people, ears and eyes are on you to rescue them. But you cannot be rescuing when new drugs are still coming in. When you suspended your first 3, 4, 5 LDEA bosses, you appointed a new batch of people. They are about to be suspended. The institution is compromised. Our people are dying. So in terms of comparing, you are there now to rescue the people, but nothing has been seen. And you agree with me on that. Not much effort has been put into the fight against drugs from this administration. 2 years now. We'll enter next year, and then it will still be the same thing about we are. How long will we be talking about we are until the 6 year ends?
So my issue here is that, and let me say this, I think we are making some very, very unique argument. But I'm still feel the Liberian people on drugs. George Weah, we have failed the Liberian people on drugs. Joseph Boakai is failing the Liberian people on drugs, period. You go up, you come down, you compare, you construct, you put it up, you do to say, these leaders have no interest. These leaders have no one interest. The first thing President Boakai said, people are celebrating. It's the #1 enemy, an existential threat. The first thing, and everybody celebrated that. Good thing. This is President Boakai that set a committee. He set a committee. When the lawmaker called a committee to give a report, all of them disappeared. They were in New York. They all pleaded favor. They didn't show up. No call, no show. This is serious, folks. This is serious. Do you think that this government have the mind to fight drugs, remove AB Koban, remove Fadiga, then what happened? You bring the old man Anthony Swab and you bring Sebastian Farr. And they can see eye to eye. They're fighting over cars. You go stay in for us, what I say, you're too groom, man. You're taking from me. I got my own problem. Seriously, you think this government, the young men and women in the government, even trying? So President Boakai just sitting there. Said no to drugs, presented the petition. The person say, "Oh, got it, yeah, okay, we'll try to do this, yeah, we'll put money, I told Gafan to put money in the budget for this thing. I know if Gafan did it, I will call Gafan and ask him, seriously? So you call Gafan and say, put money in the budget, and then you say, whether Gafan did it or not? I mean, everybody is playing, everybody is joking. This is fun fair. Because you know why? Is drugs a non-bailable offense? Is it? Folks, is drugs a non-bailable offense? At what point you will say, no, we can't let you go? I mean, these are the questions people should ask. They arrest somebody that is still the person, the allegation that they're the main kingpin selling drugs in the whole country. Then the next day the lawyer say, release them unto me. What about the guy in Ganta? The man they call Charles Taylor. You saw that story? They arrested him in Ganta, the big drug dealer. 3 o'clock in the morning, the man spent $8,000, they let him go. They say the man go PPE and come back. What kind of story is that? They arrested him. He was due to come to Monrovia. 3 a.m. in the morning, the man gave the commander there $2,000, gave other people there some money. Total $8,000. They said the man go PPE, will open the gate for the man come back. Are we serious with drugs? In Ganta, Nima, Ganta. We hearing that Abraham Payne said that my daughter let her go. How can you pull out me on the field and go for drugs? Who's informing the president right now? What time is it? 8:32 right now. Well, where is President Boga? When his country is dying on drugs. Where is President Boga?
Stand up. You have a question. Oh, okay, sorry.
Say that.
You are asking a very important question. I was answering, but then you asked if justice is bailable. That was passed on President Weah. Mame said Weah did nothing, but the 2023 Control Substance Act was passed on Weah, giving just over 20 years of imprisonment. I'll share that with you just now so you can see that.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Drug money, we have passed everything, but yeah, still when the deputy fell in the trap, he did nothing. He kept the man.
This thing about passing law.
So let's just let them move on, brother. There are people there, if we can stand up and just say the truth, Joe, we have failed in drugs. He did the minimum, right? You know me, I can look at President Bogafe and President Biden, my pape, Jeremiah Kuhn, but they are failing in drugs. So why can't we go back and say Joe failed? How easy it is that Joe did nothing when it came to drugs? You pass drug law, but you keep it. You stop the team, man.
Yeah. So CEO, when I have to admit that we are failed. You're changing already. He failed. You're changing.
So stand up. That's exactly what I mean when I say politicizing an issue that shouldn't be. You see the terms of reference here. You say, "Oh, the man passed the law." That's not where we are now. Okay, we're talking about our effectiveness of fighting something that's cutting right at the core of our society, the fabric of our society, and you're talking about what the other man did. But yeah, you pass laws with no enforcement, with no record of mitigating, reducing the incident. What does that do? So let's take it from that context. There's too much comparison, Stanton. Too much comparison. Well, we are we're here now, and we have a problem. Let's solve that problem. And you said it, I think you or Mama, somebody said, it is Joseph Boykott's problem now. He is the president. Y'all stop talking about yesterday. Let's talk about today. That's why you wanted the job. You got the job now. Let's solve the problem. Let's produce results. And then let the Liberian people benefit. That's what I mean when I say politicize. Speak about the problem and the potential solution and stop juxtaposing with yesterday and what the other man did and all those things. It doesn't help the child who's struggling today or the mother who lost a 12th grade student who was a very bright student.
I agree with you, Dr. Bobler. So we're going to wait to see what President Barr is going to do with this guy now, insulting all his subordinate, telling them to release my daughter. Let's wait, because the last time we heard this thing, Dr. Bobler, I beg you, please close your eye. Let me play this. I know you don't want us to go back. I just got to compare it. The last time we heard this thing from Joe Manaway and nothing happened. Let's take a listen.
Peace, it must peace the harm who is the heroin or cocaine to issue that issue they receive what I sound for the marijuana. They must refuse.
Yeah, Chief. Yeah, Chief.
what like is saying, Chief, there is a serious issue yesterday on the administration team. Yeah, baby.
I give you instruction. Please bring the house to
Yes, Chief.
So here's the issue, right? What's the difference? I give you instruction, please bring the hard substance to me. Please bring the hard substance. The hard substance, not the low substance. That Jowiah time, the men are passed drugs law. Did Jowiah fire him? No. Was he suspended? No. Was he dismissed? No. That Jowiah time. It's on Jowiah. Joseph Boakai time, to tell you the truth, let's be fair. So everybody making history, that's Jowiah legacy. I want you to listen to Jowiah legacy on drugs. This is Jowiah legacy. Listen.
Please, they must please carry the hard code, which is the heroin or cocaine, to HQ. That HQ getting receipt what I signed for the marijuana. They must refuse.
Yeah, Chief. What like is saying, Chief, there is a serious issue yesterday on the administration team. Yeah, baby.
I give you instruction. Please bring the house to town.
Yes, Chief.
And why are you embarrassing us for 34/7?
No,
you politician?
No, Chief, I didn't do that.
So you see that Jowiah legacy, right? You're not politician, bring my house up some time. Let's listen to Joseph Boakai legacy here today too. Let's listen.
Before Joseph Boakai legacy, I just sent you.
Hold on a minute.
To not cut that phone off. Hold on now. I didn't take them. I'm going at you. No, you're not testing. I'm hearing them. Keep your phone on. I want to go in there. Go in there and leave the phone on. If you're talking, I'm not going to get the phone. If your command call you, I'm calling. Then you pick up my daughter. No, she never be on. Yeah, don't feel like I will touch you when the time is. What I want to talk to you.
Hello, Daddy.
So I tell the below you want there?
Eh?
They below you?
Yeah, they below you right.
They still beating you right there?
Yeah. They say beating me, ma. They below right.
Where be you? I will be you.
I want one morning, not too long.
I can't enter in chief.
Yeah, forget it. All
How you address me just now? When you call me, I'll on my way.
That one maybe like how you are addressing me. Who cares? But anyway, that President Boakai, like I said, it's going down in history. It's going down in history, folks. This is what happened when you're a leader. You take incompetent, corrupt individual to come and destroy the system. This is what happened. Jowiah get one, President Boakai get one on drugs. So let's just define it. We'll always talk about Jowiah. We'll always talk about Boakai. We'll always talk about Madame Sally because they are failing. Listen, Madame Sally failed on drugs. She didn't do jack. Jowiah King, he wasted WhatsApp. It was coming through the airport like rain. Joseph Boakai, nothing changed. All borders open, welcoming different kind of drugs. Tension, super, candy, peppermint, everything. And you want to say toy, but they want more toy. Look at the thing. Look at the peppermint there. Yellow candy, green candy, blue candy. The people putting it on peanuts. Look at the kind of thing. Cocaine. Look at these things. Coach. They messing up my daughter. Don't touch her. But my daughter. So we got to talk it, folks. The library people will decide. But I beg for us to leave, yeah? Let's leave this one. We'll continue on tomorrow. We got more recording. We're going to watch and see what President Boakai going to do. We're going to watch and see what this government going to do. People are suffering every day. People are dying right now. The fierce urgency of now, people are dying. The government right now, the government is failing. The government got no plan. No plan. I'm telling you this. No one will. Okay. In the arrest agenda, do we have anything about drugs?
No, health.
We do. We have enough.
Wait. So they put it on health and sanitation, right?
Yeah.
That's the reason when the committee. Yeah, that's the reason when the committee was set up. And they get a health minister on that committee.
Yeah.
Yeah, talking.
No
the only thing they say, no report. That's why I asked my question. The only thing the woman said she would taste, I don't know, that thing you can smoke sachet or sushi or something. Shisha. Because they don't find one person to import it, they say they will ban shisha. So that one person tomorrow will start importing shisha. No plan. One who does not know how to plan to fail. We'll move on to this thing that people, I don't want to discuss this, but guys, so we got 19 more minutes left. Let's run through it. This.
Congratulations.
It's just hard for me to start all the conversation. Glennie said she got migraine. That originally said her grandson jerking because they won't discuss it.
Congratulations.
Congress for Democratic Change, CDC. Office of the National Chairman, National Headquarters, opposite Lone Star Cell, Congo Town, Republic of Liberia. Office of the Standard Bearer, August 25th, 2025. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Ladies and gentlemen of the Republic, Monrovia, Liberia. In an effort to expedite the construction of the new headquarters for the Coalition for Democratic Change, CDC, following the demolition of its previous office by the government of Liberia, former President and Coalition for Democratic Change, CDC, Standard Bearer George Manning Dato Wea has established the CDC National Headquarters Construction Committee. What? August 25th, 2025? What? Everybody pause for a second. We'll go to the ending part. The committee is mandated by the former president and Standard Bearer to form subcommittees when necessary to will work. Okay, that means I'm reading it just highly, right? Right, Glennie, you can see it right that originally. Committees where necessary to will work collaboratively to deliver the new facility at least within 1 year. Now, in 1 year. The party continues to receive significant goodwill and support for this project following the recent politically motivated action. To coordinate these efforts, a designated bank account will be open, not yet open, and the details made public. Multiple payment methods will be facilitated. Meanwhile, the Standard Bearer has mandated Chairman Jangako to host a press conference to address the disastrous invasion of the CDC headquarters by RHE government. I don't know how you pronounce RHE. This is CDC party, my people. The illegal abduction of some partisans and the ongoing ND. I don't know who's doing this to CDC. This is a whole big party with so many errors. So we'll go back again. The illegal abduction of some partisan and the ongoing ND pensing. What's that? P-E-N-S-I-N-G, pensing. That's it, right? Richardson, unmute yourself. I'm not hearing you, please.
What are to spell pending? That pending, that mistake.
Oh, that pending? Okay. My man, you know what? I went to one store. I tried to get it right. Thank you, my man.
That tempo.
Oh, that tempo, mama, you're bad, dude. ND pensing legal challenges before the courts of Liberia, issued by the office of the Standard Bearer, Dr. George Manawea, who are on the list. The committee members are Councilor J. Now, you got to take into consideration, this is CDC coming back. This is what I want to talk about right here, right? This is the list of people that are coming back. And I want you to see whether they were in the past government. And these are the people coming back, these committee members. Councilor J. Funati Kofa, chairman, he was a former speaker, and that's my friend. Senator Nathaniel Falomage, co-chairman. Now he's a chair on the Senate committee when you talk about opposition. Nathaniel Magill, senator from Magibi County. The ambassador D-Max Sakamaya, senior ambassador from Move. I call him Move, they call it Move. That Darius Doe party. Move. Madam Yvette Freeman, Mr. Kou Pepsi Yeke, Mr. John Uboti, Treasury. You know, when you talk about LTM, that John Uboti right there, the treasurer. That Maria Scott Wilson, Mr. Khan, Oliver Khan, Madam Ruth Coco Collins. You remember public work? Madam Ruth, husband is a representative now. She's a technical advisor. Mr. Yaya Sharif, Famata Wisse, secretary. Mr. Emmanuel Swen, Councillor Garrison Yellow, the one that, the one that was beaten by, the senator now. What's his name from Nema County? What's the senator name? The guy that just won and said they wanted to kill him. Mommy, what's the guy name?
Koga.
Senator Koga. Senator Koga beat Councillor Garrison Yellow. Juris Sano, Mr. Roosevelt Johnson Jr., Mr. Michael Andrew Massaquet, Mamina Card Gay, Youth League, I think Sira Musu Asodi, I believe that's the name. Oh, number 19. It's our own panelist himself. I say, do. Woo! Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I said, do that committee member. Nante Samuel Wulu. Samuel Wulu, I think he's from the National Housing. If I'm not making a mistake, that's him, right? National Housing, Samuel Wulu. Madam George, he had it every day. He complaining, brother, brother. They say they are related, so that's my business. Ariniman Totman and Abraham Aski, 23 men and women. In 1 year time, they must build the party headquarters. Why Akaris Gray name not only one today? They don't like Akaris Gray, but we're talking. Now, Richard, let me hold you for a second. Here we are. 23 men and women. They got to put this building up. They're begging for money. Let me hear you, my sister, Dr. Richard saying, Mommy, Sis Glennie, we're going to go to Dr. Bople, Daristo, and 1212.
All I can say is the Liberians that are living in Liberia and outside of Liberia, their eyes are open. Okay? So you're not going to tell Liberians that we love you so much, but we couldn't build a headquarters for you to come and exercise your political rights. But we could build, our own different houses and enrich ourselves and what have you. But we couldn't build a place for you to come and exercise your political rights. Liberians will no longer accept that. So as I've said over and over, lesson learned. All of the political parties in Liberia should at least have their own building. They should put a structure up. Any reasonable person will know that it's better to own than to rent, no matter where you are in the world. And this goes to all political parties. So again, to me, Unity Party had the same issue. What they will argue here to us to tell us that, when they couldn't afford their rent, they gladly left. CDC, we see that, they negotiated the contracts time after time. And, perhaps when I say bribery occurred at the court, I get corrected to say money was exchanged. I take it. Okay. But this is the situation. This is the situation that our eyes are open now. No longer can you come and fool the Liberian people and tell them you love them, but you can't give them somewhere for them to be, or you can't do anything for them. So all well-meaning Liberians should be pressuring this government, okay, when it relates to the drug issue and when it relates to this whole political party situation. All well-meaning Liberians should be pressuring our government to change things. Thank you.
All right, guys. Thank you, Dr. Richardson. We are talking about the CDC party headquarters. Then we'll do our closing. We're going to end with this one, right? Whether President Baga attended the flag, I'm talking about President Baga. You can put that in your closing. Okay? Whether he attended, to the flag, I got to go celebrate my flag. It's right there. Okay? You won't worry about President Baga going there or Jeremiah Kuhn. You can do that in your closing. But let's stick with this CDC party headquarters 23, man, including our own brother and friend, Asedo. Mambe, Asedo about to make some money anyway. Mambe.
We encourage citizens everywhere to contribute to the development of the party headquarters. We are happy that Dempster, after over 20 years of struggle for his property, is able to be free at last and smile for his property. It was not about evicting CDC. It was about restoring a man's property's right. His property. Think about it, like he said, put me in your shoes, see your property. For 6 years, people using it, they refuse to pay you. They refuse to sit and talk with you. Even after a Supreme Court ruling in 2016, that they accepted and pay you initial money and say, wait, when we win the election, we'll formalize everything. And after they won, from 2018 to 2023, refuse to pay you. Refuse to enter a lease with you. Refuse to talk to you. Manipulated different cases against you. Put you under pressure to hire lawyers. Chasing different lawyers, spending hundreds of thousands just to get access to your property. We feel happy that finally he gets his property. But more than that, that because of his action, political parties are now becoming responsible. Because of Dempster's action, United Party now having a conversation of owning their headquarters too. Other political parties, Georgia is now forming a committee to build headquarters because of Dempster's action. Dempster will go down in history as the man whose action made political parties to be responsible and mobilize their people to build their headquarters. That's what makes me happy. An innocent man was denied his property. It was 2024 when they call him and say, we want to buy from you. He said, before you buy from me, you will pay all the years that you've been there and you did not pay. It was against that background, they paid him $360,000 in March of 2024. And when they pay, he said, now that you pay my money, leave my property. So Dempster, this is an honor for you. You have changed the political culture in Liberia by your action. Political parties are now mobilizing their people. Whether CDC, United Party, CMC, they are mobilizing their people to build headquarters because of your action. Lastly, on that letter, they mention the party location, they say opposite Lone Star Cell. The party headquarters is no longer opposite Lone Star Cell. So there's a contradiction here. Akara Gray on the other side say, yeah, there. Opposite Lone Star Cell, Congo Town. The party headquarters is not there. You stay claiming this place, you say you're not like it in your heart. They break it down, you stay taking it, you say that where your headquarters is. Besides that, Akara was on the other place making news that he gave his FA in District 8, it will be the headquarters of city. I mean, I get confused. How can you be announcing political party headquarters when the Standard Bearer have not spoken, the chairman have not spoken, you are a former lawmaker, but then you name the political party headquarters? Now the Standard Bearer issue a statement and name another headquarters location. Only because you want to steal show from him. That's the reason why I don't put it in there. Because he wrote.
You know what, let me I beg you. You just brought something to my attention.
Now, I don't put it in there. He rushed
that's the party headquarters.
Yeah.
You know the one burial apartment that he got, that way you were carrying CDC.
Yeah.
You know the place that when you bring the water, swap it from the back? I mean, I was surprised when they announced that place to be their temporary party headquarters. But anyway, let's get back on track. But it's a disrespect to Akaras though. Why they couldn't add his name?
You are on the other committee. I guess one group that they call other committee to be formed.
But how can you add Asedo on this committee, then you add Akaras on the subcommittee? So Asedo is the boss man. Asedo is boss man to Akaras pay. Because you added, no, this is very important. This is not a joke.
The man rush.
No. Look at this, right? These are the people. I said, though it's among the groom. These are the people that make decision. So therefore, I said we call Akaris Gray and tell Akaris Gray what to do because his name is number 9 on this committee. Can you imagine? So all the things Akara was representing, as maybe because Akara in the legislature anymore, mommy. Look, I said number 19.
The man rushed. He wanted to issue. He rushed to say, "I guess CDC here when they were in crisis." So he announced a place.
What's
I don't know. Before we go to says Glenny, right? Look at that Richard seriously. You don't have to smile on this one. I said, "Do is a more fanatic Kofa, Dick Maxwell, Minister of Foreign Affairs, fanatic Kofa, Speaker." Can you imagine Nathaniel Fallow McGill, sitting senator from McGill County? That's where I said, "Don't find himself." Uboti, LTMI, the men that won the contract by the operating state, Madam Ruth Coker Collins, former public work minister. I said, "Do is among the group. Where is that Akaris Gray?"
So what's the requirement to be on the committee?
He rushed.
The requirement is that you got to be on the spoon. You got to come to the spoon. Everything go to the spoon. I mean, this is an embarrassment. The reason why I say on that committee because you're on spoon. You cannot take it away from me because listen, if I fire I said do for the show today, something I will not do because he gets share inside, let people can say. But guess what? Joe, where would I know I said no more? I mean, I feel for my brother Akaris Gray. I swear Gray called me in the morning, he was complaining, saying he got to do his own show every Saturday. How can they neglect and reject
Hey, yeah, you out of it is worse.
The man rushed. The evasion was going on. Everything not settled yet. Then you're not in your quarter.
I mean, President Ware, I get to learn President Ware. He's so mad. The man is the President Ware is smart, he's street smart. If you're trying to steal the show, he get angry. And I can't go trying to steal the show. Let me hear you, man, because we almost have to listen. Once we reach 7 o'clock and you tell you on your own, we'll go home. Let me hear you.
Kasongo,
hey. You feel it? That Kasongo? That's a problem. Let's hear you, that's a problem.
So, Stanton, a few things here. First of all, that building, the rendering is beautiful. You know, on the build that thing, it would be nice because it looks very good. And Mama is right.
Why wait there 20 years though? Why wait there 20 years?
Yeah, but wait now. Let me talk. The building look fine. It would be nice, and I wish them well. But if I had a part to play in it, I would have done it a little differently. I would have started preparing to build that building in 2016 after the first stint with the court. That would have shown wisdom and preparation. And by this time, the CDC would have had a nice building like that or bigger. And then, even if they were still in here, I would have entered into what I call a gracious exit. You thank the landlord for the time and affording the political party opportunity to be there and do the work, and you move on, especially after the second round with the court. Unfortunately, as we saw, there are plenty of people again who try to politicize that again. Oh, it was all the government against CDC. When we all fully know that property rights are one of those most ingrained rights in the Constitution. And I own my property. I want Derek to rent it. I tell him, man, I want you to rent it there after the year and please move. So when the court render a decision, whether it's for me or Dr. Richardson, you have the right now to come and take your property. I would have never, if I were advising the CDC, I would never allow it to get to the place of demolition. We would have had a gracious exit, and we would have done this thing diplomatically, and we also would have done it wisely, meaning that building that it just showed would have built that building when we had the gravitas, when we had the resources. But CDC still got plenty of resources. So I wish them well, and the building look fine. So when it's done, it'll be a nice building for political organization orchestration. Don't politicize everything. That's my final thing I want to say. Because when you do that, you miss opportunity to respond properly to decision. Learn from your situation and be better. Don't make everything a politics or the government against us. The government not against you. The court rule, the people retired to the building, they can keep the structures because the land swallows the building, or they can demolish. Again, I would have never allowed it to get to demolition. I would have taken a gracious exit and spared the party all this trouble. But I think the new headquarters will be outstanding.
I have a serious issue here, and I know Darius want to, as they do, they will all speak, but this is concerning. The Honorable Akaris Mosegre, thanks to all of you who contributed and formed part of our reconciliatory and renewal program for the last 2 days. May God bless you all and save the state as we collectively turn a new chapter in our journey. One love as I take a little time off, guys. Love you all, yeah? And CDC my way of life. Can you imagine? Akaris got frustrated today and he's taking time off. This is a big, big blow. Let's just put all jokes aside. This is very, very, I think, personally, we are all Akaris an apology. You know, when you're doing this kind of business, you show appreciation. Akaris is taking time off. He's not happy. He's mad. And Akaris, you know, you say Kasongo, but he's one of those that actually stay fighting seriously for CDC. This thing is hurting him. When the committee was set up, Akaris wasn't informed. Those names that were on the committee, and you know, the same thing they did to Akaris during the election. They took everybody from the district and he lost the election. I don't know their relationship, but I'm just putting it out there. If you know Akaris, please call him and, you know, and counsel him and wish him well. Because when somebody pull out this mistake, then we think whether they are having some other intention to harm themselves. When somebody comes to you, and that Richardson knows this very well, I'm really concerned now. I'm thinking beyond, thinking whether he's going to harm himself. When somebody said, may God bless you all and save the state as we collectively turn a new chapter in our journey. Now listen to this one. One love as I take a little time off, guys. That is powerful. What are you going to do? Jump over the bridge? God forbid. I hope Akaris are not thinking contrary. This thing is hurting Akaris, but let's hear you, Darius. It is hurting Akaris. I don't know what it did. I thought they were going to include, when I heard the names of the people going around, I thought they were going to include Akaris. This is painful. Darius?
Yeah, so I think CDC is on the right path to owning its own headquarters. This is something they should have done earlier. But mind you, they've been dealing with the two gentlemen that have been owning the, you know, fighting over the ownership of the properties, Archie Bernard and then Dempster. So they have been dealing with Dempster from the Archie Bernard from the inception until the court recognized Dempster. They had to pay the last sum of rent to Dempster. So Dempster is not selling the property money that CDC can afford. So CDC is now moving ahead to construct her new headquarters, which is welcoming. I said it on the show the last time. I said the Unity Party folks are celebrating. Oh, mission accomplished. CDC will be the first party ahead of the ruling party to start building a headquarters while they will still be renting. Unity Party is 40 years in existence, 40 years since 1985. From being Edward Cassidy to now to Joseph Parker, they stay renting tight space, and then yet they're talking against CDC, happy for CDC properties, the headquarters will be demolished. But now committee has been set up, and that committee is chaired by somebody that is very serious-minded, Councillor J. Funanti Kofa. So in 1 year, as they said, that party headquarters will be completed. Where will Unity Party be? They will still be on Broad Street in a third space renting as a ruling party. So either way you put the conversation, yes, CDC regret losing the headquarters. They should have either purchased the place long time or move on since they knew that it was not possible to get that. But it is a commending thing. I think we want to commend the party for taking all the responsibility. And mind you, that party headquarters, people are willing to take sand from Cross Rock, from West Point, Yucatan, on their head to go and build that party headquarters.
So why are you laughing? So why are you laughing? For 20 years, for 20 years, those folks they weren't willing to do so.
They printed their own t-shirts. They printed their own t-shirts. We saw it. So wait and see.
Okay. Wanto, this is Spoon Talk, though. We take nothing personal, but I think your decision was bad today, not to include Akara Square on that list. But talk to us.
I mean, so I've just been laughing at your strategy. You're very manipulative.
No, I'm not. I didn't write Akara Square.
I had someone commenting on a post that I made appearing on Spoon and said, We are very disappointed that President Weah did not argue on a committee. I just replied and I said, I work full-time at the University of Oxford. My role does not provide me an opportunity to be on a committee. My role does not provide me any space to be able to serve that role. I don't think being part of CDC means you have to be part of every committee. We 100% trust President Weah with a decision on this committee. These are brilliant partisans, and they are serving as the leader to lead us through. This is a collective effort. We said that yesterday on Spoon Talk or Stanton. We said we need all citizens to be more unified. To achieve this, we need everyone. Obviously, there will be different opportunities for a lot of people, including subcommittees and external role as possible. Even Akaras will be very, very much, helpful to the committee growth. But let me tell you what I'm excited about.
You say Akaras will be on subcommittee? Is that what you just said? No. So Akaras is a sub. So Akaras, no. Because listen, let's say the truth. We know he is helpful. Akaras is my brother. He's my friend. But putting Akaras on subcommittee, man, that's not love.
No. It's not even beyond Akaras. There are a lot of people that are now on a committee. I mean, President Weah is now on a committee. You didn't mention that.
No, but President Weah is
not on a committee.
President Weah is a stand-up bearer.
Yeah, no, you see, the stand-up bearer should be on the committee as either a advisor or as official. He totally left.
Do you know what's happening in CDC?
There's no challenge.
You really know what's happening.
CDC is very unified. So in my view, let me share what citizens should be extremely excited about. As promised, the president delivered an exceptional committee, very driven, loyal, innovative, and very patriotic and loving partisans who are going to lead us to the most ambitious and pragmatic headquarters ever in the history of the country. One that will redefine the history of party headquarters, modern equipments, the AI, artificial intelligence, digital space, the library, the vocational space, the biggest auditorium possible. This is what CDC is bringing forward. Partisans should be extremely excited. And today in fact, as you see here, Stanton, I'm celebrating already after the president delivered such a committee. We are celebrating this committee. This is a milestone. And we are very much proud about it. We look forward to supporting the committee and ensuring that we can be able to deliver our headquarters. That headquarters will be the space that will lead us to defeating this government in 2029.
Thank God for your sugar water celebration. Thank God. We want to bring in acid over. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to welcome committee number 19, our own dear brother and friend, 19 on the list. His name is former Deputy Minister, the man that beat Akara's way to the number, Ase. do, my dear friend? Welcome
Well,
to the
Stanton, thank you. You know, when I was coming up, I wanted to go to sinking school, but my parents told me to be focused on other things and not a sinking school. But I went to that sinking class just one day. So please allow me to do the small sinking that I learned for that one day. That's the worst sinking thing. Let me tell you something. You know, there is a musician in Liberia they call SRO. He is a very great guy. He sang a song and I always try to practice. It says, put my enemies to shame. Put my enemies to shame. Julius Ascara following me. They won't sell me for pieces of silver.
Who the hell is that?
So, George Weah, let me say what you are doing. I will call George Weah personally today, and I will not be happy with him. George Weah, you are giving United Party pressure. George Weah, you are putting pins in the people's heart. George Weah, you are confusing the people. President Weah, why are you doing this, man? They carry bulldozer to break your party headquarters down. You didn't say nothing. You shut up. You brought your design. They said that AR. You put a committee down. Papa Weah, why are you doing this? I will call President Weah today and tell him that the thing you're doing ain't good. United Party supporters are human beings too. You can't be giving this amount of pressure now. You can see on the show, Stanton brought the list. He said we should talk about the list. So look at United Party face. They're talking about Dempster House. They're talking about the code. What Dempster House and the code got to do with the list? Stanton Brown. He said we should talk about the list, the press release. People talking about, the time Dempster get a hot for 20 years. What Dempster 20 years got to do with the list that Stanton should talk about? On this show, we have always talked to the topic on a discussion. The topic is the list that George Weah brought, the press release. But Dempster 20 years, the time Dempster go to court, the time the man he get a property and he happy. What it get to do with the list? Papa Weah, are you doing this so that you don't want making United Party people to be insane? But you know, my brother, Aka was great. I want to congratulate you for what you did over the weekend. I know you wanted to take a rest. If you ask me, I think you should take 1 or 2 days rest because what you did in Tishbe, it is so crazy. It was overwhelming. I mean, you performed more than I thought you could have done, and you did a lot of good things. It's the reason why our brother Stanton is tough. I think we are beginning to see that Jeremiah would not be president in Liberia. So, of course, you want to imagine that there will be problems around the area. There will be problems. Of course, Jeremiah would not be so. Listen, George Weah is a serious man. He is a man that talks less and does more. You saw it during the presidency. He thought he would deliver our party headquarters. We want to take a challenge to other Liberians that claim to know book, establish a political party and maintain it for 20 years. CDC has come to be the first political party to build a house in 20 years. President Baga got half of Liberia's age. He been in politics for more than 60 years. He got want anything to show for anywhere. George Weah can be the first person. The first person. The shame that you see United Party supporters is so high.
Thank you, Isaac.
Everywhere you turn around, Baba, people thought you older than me. I should have given me a few seconds.
But you can't let don't waste our
time. People talk about 20 years. Yeah, I come here, please. I know you let the year. No, forget it. Sorry.
Please give my committee member change.
Right, I beg you. So again, seditions in our Liberian people. I'm sure you can see that George Weah is a different character. The man doesn't talk. He doesn't get in people's way. He shoots. Just imagine what happened. He opened a mouth to anybody. Broke party headquarters down. He didn't cause no noise. The man just brought one blow. And let me give you the breaking news. On September 17, the country was shake. I can guarantee United Party folks will go to hospital. George Weah will put pressure on you. And I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Jealousy and they cannot shake him. You can talk from
that. Thank you. Let's bring in as I beg you.
What happened in September 17?
we are no, just forget it. I want that focus on CMC from your side. Now we focus on you on CDC side.
You're very right. I was
So,
focused on
So,
CMC.
guys, we
right.
gotta
So
go to, we gotta go to Colonel Gray.
I just wanted to end this quickly. I want to appreciate the president for adding me and many other folks. We'll always deliver to you what you need, and thank you for giving hope to Liberia again.
It was a
That's why we
requirement for
can
you to
always
be
tell you you're coming
Thank you,
back.
thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.
Let me just announce this. So when people say people don't have their own political party headquarters, we should give it up to Bernard Urey. He does. ALP has their own political party headquarters that they own. So I don't want somebody saying, well, we'll be the first. No. ALP, Bernard Urey, say what you want to say, but he have his own political party headquarters. So let me bring in Colonel Gray. Colonel Gray, been a while, my man. It's good to see you. My
brother, I'm here, always in the back watching too, man. Like it's sometimes good to watch from that level, you know, when you're not a participant. But I don't know how your intelligence works, in terms of. But I've had this division between George Wayne and my cousin, my brother on the show, Carlos Gray, for a long time. You understand? Never mind, you know, he's a guy, maybe he's an institutional guy who comes here and demonstrate the fact that he wants to be in an institution. That's a good thing. You know, for some people that their priority, if you ask me, I would say my salvation matter. So ask me for my pastor. I will show you my pastor is. Ask me for my church. I will tell you who that is. But political party is secondary. For some people, it's primary. But that said, all the excitement here is about an AI-generated blue building, blue structure, and a promise. Knowing the source of that promise, that many promises were made that never came to fruition. Why are we going to be excited over that which has not been? It's like a guy say, if I won the lottery, I will do this and do it. And then he start earmarking as though he has won the lottery. Look, I wait from now to the end of a year from now, unless I see that structure sitting down there, you know, if a man could not smile when the sun was shining, how much more when lightning and thunder tilling the ground? Why should I be excited at a mere promise? This is all, firstly, as somebody who was trained to be commander of a military force, I would not even be giving my opponent the upper hand to say it was them who demolished my structure. You understand? I'll blame it on my strategy for that battle. Why are you gonna go say that CDC, Unity Party manipulated the system and they took care of the part? I mean, you're a weakling and you're crying. Fight. As I can say, fight. You're in a political warfare. People come here every day say, I'm not here to make Unity Party look good. So you declare war. That's the rule of engagement you set forth. You expect Unity Party to sit there and fold hand? Yo, fight. That makes you a political organization. But I wish the CDC well. You know, all this spite and anger, they're supposed to put it aside and go build the headquarters. Forget about whether or not Unity Party has one. They are the ruling party now. If they want to establish a headquarters tomorrow, man, they have the wherewithal. That's the opportunity you miss. They are in it and they're hearing you, you know. But you know what? In this fight, they're stepping on you too hard.
Yep.
No match.
Yep. I want to say thank you, Colonel Gray.
Why are you not on the list? Somebody asked me, why are you not on the list?
Because they didn't put you there. When they didn't put you there, then they will put me there. Yeah, let me put all that together. So, but here's the beauty, though. Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? On a serious note, everybody crying that Joey will come back, Joey will come back. Are you guys sensing what I'm sensing here? My fellow Liberian, let me be very serious for a second. At that Richardson, let me put this letter up. Let me put this document up. Seriously speaking, that Richardson, let me put this up. Let me zoom in on it. Are you seeing what I'm saying, that Richardson? Can somebody tell me the job where come back? Government. This is it. The job where come back. Government, this is it. That you're welcome right there. The few names missing, Sameto and Kochi, usually Nangwe, Akari Square, few names missing. But this is your welcome. Is this not scary to you? And no, to be frank, folks, if you are not concerned about these names, though few of them are my friends, but is there anything else Joria can show to the nation that he's coming back with? Maybe they need to add a Finabono and a Calasco. Because are you seeing the names that still represent CDC? And we're talking about coming to change something. Are you seeing this? Mommy, I want you to take it away. We're doing our closing now. Let's close. Final closing. Say anything you want to say. But are you seeing the names? Look at the name. Look at this. Pepsi Yeke, my friend. Look at Pepsi Yeke. Go back. John Uboti. Look at my papa, D-Max. Nathaniel Follow my gay. Councilor Jen for Nati Kofa. Oh, man. No. Isn't this concerning to you, my friend? That person, we are getting no injured, nobody else coming back. But it's Simo. Mommy, I get a headache. It just hit my spirit, man. It just hit me in the spirit. And said there's nobody else. But personal, where is coming back with the same people, the same folks that you rejected, the same folks that brought us to where we are today. He got nobody else but to come back with them. My man, what?
My brother, don't stress yourself on we are in a comeback campaign. Don't stress yourself. You said something, you said, what changed? Since 2024, January, CDC started Opposition Live. Have you heard any message of change? We don't say red book. We don't say red platform. The other day, my brother, what you need, we're talking about, say, CDC not writing no platform. No, nobody say red platform. Have you heard them make any argument, a proposition on how they can address drugs issue? How they can change that dynamics? No. The only funny way to say it's happening now, so it means what we did was okay. Have you heard them talk about how they can change governance to create private sector jobs? No. They only tell you say, Baka move go from in government, Ipopo in government. Mineral resource management. Have they told you how they will change that situation where less and man licensing will not move in the president? They're not saying anything relative to change. So you don't expect the structure to change. When there is significant change, we don't say 100% change. When there's significant change in the structure, then you expect change. And that structure can push a message of change. But what you have now is just a structure that is fighting to validate failures and use that validation to come back with the same failure. Trust was here today, so okay. So don't expect any change, Stanton. And that is the reason why, going to the future, Liberians will be looking for change. You can go all around, you turn around. Look, President Bouaka has a mandate that goes up to 2028. That mandate is to deal with the drugs issue. Deal with it to the point where Liberians can live fresh air of drugs. If he doesn't do it, Georgia has 6 years to do it. He himself failed to do it. Liberia will not take him again because they don't want somebody to come feel on drugs. Joseph Bouaka had up to 2028 to address unemployment issues in the country. People do not have jobs. What's the innovation to create jobs? and empower people to get up to 2028. If you can't do it, Liberia will be looking for somebody who can lead that process to create jobs for them. It will not be somebody who was there and did not do it. So as you see the list, it's so it will be. Nothing significant changing because they don't have a message of change. Because if you have a message of change, you bring change agent. But you can't tell somebody to job for corruption, they will laugh at you. You're not telling them you for drugs, they will laugh at you. So that's it, Stanton. No change.
Yeah, we're closing the show, Mama. Thank you for your closing. Let's go to Dr. Boblet. Dr. Boblet, let's close from your end.
Thank you, CEO. So as far as CDC is concerned, it's interesting your observation you made about look who's on the list. I will say though, this is a party headquarter construction committee. Okay, it may be reflective of the political dynamics or the preferences of the a political leader, but it's also a building committee. And when I'm doing building committee, I oversaw 2 multi-million-dollar construction before I came home. When I do building committee, a lot of people can get the job done. That's it. So people who got the gravitas or expertise, some connection, some fundraising ability. So I don't know what went into the committee. But I said before, I say again, the headquarters will look nice. If it come out like the one we saw in the picture, it'll be nice. But as far as who, if it were a 2019 government or beginning 2029, that is beginning 2030, who is there, I think that shows the structure and the philosophy of the party. Something that I think we have a lot of deficit in Liberia. So what do I mean? So if you change the structure, you don't change the system, get the same thing. So don't be surprised. You see the same people. Because first of all, we don't even elect our leader. The person get there. They will stay there, lose the election, they will stay there, they will come back again. So that one, it will be the same. But that's 2029 talk. I don't even want to talk much about that. Here's what I want to say in closing. The drug problem is a real problem, and we have to address it in a real assertive and aggressive way. There's 3-pronged. Education, so they'll begin to train this generation and one coming about the dangers of drug, abstinence, rejecting it, resisting the temptation, so that you don't become a part of this terrible culture. So it need to be in the school. Curricula need to be developed so that we start teaching in all of our schools about this, what I would call a pandemic, the drugs. The second part is the enforcement part, prevention. It needs to be more aggressive, but not just saying aggressive. The government will need to invest more. We need to train people more at borders and points of entry. We need to train people more at detection. And we definitely need to train people in professionalism at a level where you don't get tempted by when you see all of the spoils that you wanted, or you circumvent the process so that your people there, your interests can walk away. Because what affects one person will eventually affect us all. So we want people well trained at that level. And the president, need to pay attention to the people he put at LDEA. You want people with energy, people with creativity, people with integrity, who are very assertive doing the work. DEA not play for confusion and big shotism. It damages your ability to do your work. Don't do it in that agency. The last part is rehabilitation, Stanton. We must invest more in rehabbing people. We can't just put 1 cent there and then just wish that people will be rehabbed, wish that people will be recovered, and wish that people will be restored. Human capital investment, I've said repeatedly, I'll say in closing, is one of the best signs of an investment in a nation. And the country that have the greatest human capital investment is the United States. That's why they are one of the greatest nations on earth, period. Because they invest more in a citizen than anybody else. We can't just talk this thing. We got to put the money in people's welfare and rehab in this drug department. It's one of the areas we need to make a major investment. I think we can do it. And, you know, like Mama was saying, you know, I too agree that the government is failing in many areas, but the government still has time. The government has until 2028. So don't live in the past, but learn from the past and do everything now to make the future better. And I think the government still has a shot. But if we do again what we've been doing, we'll keep getting what we've been getting. We don't want to do that. You see some things don't work, change it. You see some people not performing, remove them so that we get better outcomes and move forward. So all of us as Liberians got to remain hopeful that tomorrow will be better than yesterday. And I hope that we can tackle drug in a more assertive way so that we get better results than we're getting now. Thank you, CEO.
Thank you very much. Let me bring in Acid, though. One thing will keep you for last for our closing. Minister Doe, let's hear you, please.
Yeah, so when Jeremiah Kun becomes president in 2099, I hope he goes to Guinea-Bissau to bring people to appoint them. When Jeremiah Kun becomes, let me ask a question. This is my closing. I hope I have another 2-3 minutes to close. Why should anybody be thinking about Jeremiah Kun becoming a president? What has Jeremiah Kun done for Liberia for which anyone should think about him becoming president? What is the history of Jeremiah Kun anywhere in Liberia? Why should any correct human being think about Jeremiah Kun becoming president of Liberia? What has Jeremiah Kun done from the day he was born for which someone to say, oh, Jeremiah Kun, why should any human being think about him becoming president? I don't think we should be having the names Jeremiah Kun in presidency of our country. There is a history of everyone that wants to be president of Liberia. Where does Jeremiah Kun fit? What has he done? What contribution can we attach to him to Liberia? Hopefully, when he becomes president in 2099, he will go Guinea-Bissau to bring people to appoint them. I'm sure God will carry angels in Guinea-Bissau. You know, the thing that we are doing is good. We are making our friends so confused and no topic to discuss anymore. They're asking him to go to heaven and bring angels to be the people in your point. It's been 3 days since President Bwaka returned from Japan. 3 days. We haven't heard a jab from the government on what he brought. President Bwaka carried more than 40% in Japan by using almost 500,000 taxpayers' money. What did he carry them for? What did he bring? The president could not even attend the Flag Day program today. The entire government, if that is not lack of leadership, if such an act, the president, the vice president, the speaker, the pro tem, the chief justice, none of them attended the Flag Day program. That should be an embarrassment. But somehow, somewhere, someone wants to think that a Jeremiah Kun, who got no history in any part of Liberia, should be considered to be president of Liberia. What kind of bad luck Liberia see here? Now, the same people that caused all the noise, saying the only person that could redeem Liberia's problem was Joseph Bwaka. They are so intelligent, so clever, so no book that the same people now coming by saying, no, that Joseph Bwaka, you made a mistake. We bring in Mr. Peter Paul. They won't part Mr. Peter Paul will do it, and then the people will take you serious. So you better put yourself together and better know what I want to do. You cause noise for plenty of time. You said Joseph Bwaka was a funnel. So the Peter Paul you won't bring now, he didn't exist when you were telling the people that Joseph Bwaka was the one who do everything. Because you embarrassed at the incompetence we are seeing in the government. You can't even defend your own government you brought. The only thing you want to look for is somebody that coming from Japan. My brother stand up asking that the same people, the people that Joseph Bwaka put in a third team that they don't want here put in government.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I know we'll never end, but when people
if you choose not to end, you won't call my name Isa Nadia, I will respond to
so you. Are you making false? I can never call your name. Just the thing for you. Let me end on my Jeremiah Kun. I want to deal with Jeremiah Kun.
Yeah, but because every time now they give others a chance.
Yeah, I know. The only thing that have come from Jeremiah Kun has been accusation. Henry Costa, go listen to Henry Costa. Not me saying it. Henry Costa said they can sell him on parts. Not me. Is that the connection to Liberia for which he should be president? Why can people think outside? Like, seriously, man? The first thing people should be doing is taking shame off their face to apologize to the Liberian people for the lies they told them. And today you got nothing to say. The only thing you think you can say, you so no book, only one went to school.
Thank you very much, Asif. Colonel Gray, let's hear you.
Come back. I know you want
to can't do your closing, Colonel Gray.
Yes, Stanton. Again, let me re-echo what Mami said. President Barker has up to 2028 to perfect his policy, one that probably will enhance the country. Until then, we'll continue to grade him based on his performance. And I also believe that President Barker, it is his choice to relinquish 2029 ballot to whomever he sees fit. But until then, he's eligible to run. And I believe if he continues at this pace, he'll be the only guy that will be worthy of running 2029 if there's an election for which he's going to be participating in. So I don't see the VP as the individual to focus on, but maybe that's someone's strategy. We see how people strategize until they lost the headquarters. Sometimes when you start thinking wrongly, the wrong strategy, you lose an election the same way. And then they'll say, oh, we lost by a few margins. You lost, you lost. I always bring the commander mentality. If I lost the battle by one man, I lost the battle. I'm not going to find an excuse to say, oh, I just lost by a few men. I lost the battle. Or I'm not going to say my opponent made me to lose the battle. Those are all defeatist kind of statement. I will stand up and say, you know what, next time I'll try to see if I can overrun my enemy and win the battle. Whether I win it by a few inches, a few yards, that's me. But the thing about our focus right now, as Mami said, we're not focusing on how we'll perfect and make the system better. People who listen to us, they listen for a change message. What are you going to do differently? Now, maybe Ambassador Buckeye has come from Japan. They want to start saying abroad. Look, the Japanese Friendship Society is one of the most strongest international organizations that support Liberia. If you go to Japan, you don't have to even come and say stuff. The Japanese Friendship Society alone will support any and all things. That freeway you see down there was their money. So these people, they will always find something for Liberia. But people are used to you coming and making a report on, whatever it is. But it's the president's prerogative. I'm pretty sure he's going to make a report at his own time. People are eager now. People are running with the hearsay and they say. Well, you will never know until President Barker tells you exactly what he brought from Japan. But even if he doesn't say so, the Japanese Friendship, go look in their report, you see some of the things that will be coming out of there. But Stanton, we look forward to tomorrow, my brother. But happy
Thank you very much, Colonel.
Today is Flag Day, right? In Liberia.
No, yesterday was Flag Day. They celebrated it today.
My brother, I'm behind, man. I'm behind.
Yeah, I know you're working too hard. Thank you. One, two, let's hear you.
Great. So, Stanton, I just sent a screenshot to you. This was a post done by Spoon TV Live on December 19, 2021. It directly coordinates with the recording you are playing from the Liberia Justice Enforcement Agency under President Weah. So President Weah suspended the Deputy Director General under incident December 19, 2021. And that was posted and covered by Spoon TV. The reason I brought this up because Ambuda said President Weah took no action in suspension, and I agree with you that there could have been better actions done than just this. I'm not justifying the fight against drugs. I think it should not even be a partisan fight, but it's important to be able to provide these facts in a very national discourse as such. I share the evidence with you, and I think if needed, we can be able to also clarify on that. The other thing is One of the reasons why I brought the Just Control Act is because you obviously cannot omit the legitimate aspect of fighting drugs. And the reason why I say this is because under President Weah, Just Fight was given 20 years. And also provided a case for, I think, first degree felony under President Weah through this Just Control Act. We can take a long time and see some of the policy that changed on it, at least to some extent legitimize the fight against drugs. But again, I agree. There should be a lot of actions. There should be a lot of things that should be done. But the argument right now is President Barker, and I like the way you place this stand-on. If after this discovery and conversation, if President Barker cannot take actions, then that means he is also, agreeing with the fact that he has no ability, he has no audacity, or to some extent no willpower to make critical decisions, especially in a sector that is failing massively the young people, the Liberian population, everyone who cares about the fight against drugs. The last thing I want to close on is the CDC party headquarters. Here's one thing that we should be able to note. In the 17th century, when the Declaration of Independence was formed by the U.S. Declaration of Independence, when it was being illustrated in Philadelphia, there were few people who were placed in that role to be able to decide. And today, the U.S. has benefited immensely from the Declaration of Independence, and also there are bills that subsequently came about. The other aspect is that when the Unification Act under President Tubman was being formed, we did not have all of the tribes included in our unification policy. We have few tribes being represented. Today, we can celebrate Unification Day in this country, and it's become the hallmark of inclusion for everyone. So, in as much as I agree with the argument and the manipulation tactic and all these things, and that's something I really admire Stanton for. I always tell people, I say Stanton is a very intelligent man when it comes to political manipulation. I don't know where he got that Akawa's great post. You may Akawa going to clarify right now on Facebook that he's still with CDC. But the idea here is that CDC is extremely united. We are very, very much proud of the decision of President Weah. We are very optimistic about it. Conor Gray said that, it's just an AI. Every decision-making process starts with a fundamental pillar. And as we go forward, that it germinates into something effective that we can be very proud of. We are very united. We are very supportive of this committee, and we know for sure that this will be a path forward. That CDC is reawakening. The stand-up bearer have demonstrated leadership, and we are excited to see what the future outlook will be about. And I think that's my closing. And
Thank you very much.
Really appreciate the opportunity to be here, and I look forward anytime I have the time to come and have a conversation.
No, you're always welcome. Thank you, Wanto. I like your business, but you just say that my intelligence based on manipulation. Hey, man. Should I accept that?
You just made create the issue of statement of clarity on Facebook right now.
But it's the fact, right? So we will look at this thing while I do my closing. I want to appreciate each and everyone that join us every evening, that we can have a spoon talk. It's very, very important. Whenever you find yourself, these names, right? Starting tomorrow, we'll dig deeper into these names. These names are very, very wonderful names that the Liberian people need to know more about. What were the position under the George Manabuya government? This is the comeback team. I'm not going to talk about my Akaris grade. I'm making clarification. Yeah, they snubbed him. Yeah, they did. That which was done to Akaris folks, it was bad. This guy loves CDC. He got a passion. But some way, somehow, they always reject him. They always kick him to the curb. And I don't think it's fair. If Joel must have a government of inclusion, Joel should stop the same people that are up there. Maybe they say Akaris grade don't know book. Maybe they say he's not smart. Maybe they say Akaris grade just talk. Maybe they say Akaris grade have failed. It's something about Akaris that people in the inner circle love to reject him. Now you find people on the street that will celebrate Akaris. But people closer to Joel do not want Akaris closer. I mean, you get, listen, I don't want to talk about my brother Akaris. I want to talk about this list. You know, I don't know. My brother has no problem with Jeremiah Kuhn. He can have that whole show any day, anytime. Like he and Jeremiah Kuhn business. Because I wasn't there when I asked it though, and visited Jeremiah in your office and took picture. I wasn't there. You know how I make it agree? I don't know how they started at Forbes. They make it call Jeremiah when they can talk. That's not my business. So I'm not going there. So if you say Jeremiah when I be president, we still got Joseph Yemabwaka. When that time comes, we're talking. Today, that Joseph Boaga the president. Tomorrow, that Joseph Boaga the president. The election, that Joseph Boaga the president. The same God that made Jeremiah vice president go have a purpose for him. I don't worry about that. Let's talk about Jowiah. What Jowiah did. Let's talk about Joseph Boaga. But I will say this. Look at these names. Do you think people on this name help Liberia? If your answer is right, then why you voted them out? Why you rejected them? We'll put these people names, the picture, the position, we'll put it out. And people are working on it right now as we speak. This is the joy we are tagged in. This is that the manner we are tagged in. Few names are missing because of some other reason. You know that. But is this the name that coming back? To deliver, to redeem our country? I'm saying my own Oma, her name is Madam Ruth Coker Collins. Public work. How did her husband become representative? You don't know how to start talking too early. But I'm so pleased that the former president put his names out. Then I'm hearing Kabono, Eugene, Lane Nambe, saying that they will build headquarters in all counties. Mommy, why you waited 20 years to build headquarters in all counties? I mean, let's fix in the guys. They always speak. I don't want to say that BMs but something not right. And I'm hearing that people say they are collecting money. This story will not end sweet. This story will not end sweet. This story will have a sour taste. And every Liberian, be warned. Be warned. Be warned. Who funded the CDC? That's Joseph and Thomas Fala and all of them. The last 360,000 that they paid to themselves, that were Fanatic Kofa money from Fanatic bank account. People are what Joel need out there. Joel don't want to contribute to this project, but people, he will not contribute, so he will not be there. He have never contributed to this kind of project. Why can't Joel say, okay, you come to one of my, for the 8 condominiums? Why can't Joel say that? Joel gets so many properties. Why can't he say you can't stay in one, but it won't be a Carol's grave, mischief, 1-bedroom apartment? And at the end of the day, they kick Akaris to the curb. I am troubled to see these names. I mean, they have some honest people there. People that would champion when you talk about rules of law. But to tell you the truth, we're going to put the picture up and we're going to put what we know about them out. And we're going to talk about them. If you look at this list, you get Funati Kofa. He will either be Justice Minister or Supreme Court Chief Justice. You get Nathaniel Falomage, he will remain in the Senate. Ambassador D. Maxwell Kamaya, you understand that he can be pure blank. If he and Eugene Nambe fighting a chief for star, or he go back to be foreign minister. You get mad at you for Fremont. We're gonna put this thing. And then you ask yourself, but Joe ain't get nobody new, mommy. Joe ain't get nothing else to sell. Joe ain't get nobody to say, yes, the man mean business. You can't ask it, do back now as your next youth and sport minister. Hey, Nande. You can't my brother ask it, do as your next, or maybe your deputy father minister. Are we serious? May God save our state. Even if Joe Barker failed, even if Joe Barker can make it 2029. If you're going to bed tonight, you got to be praying for Liberia, fast and pray, because we need some redemption. Bringing Roosevelt Johnson Jr. back. Are you serious? You know these guys? Sam Blue. Sam Blue, Post and Telecommunications, Sam Blue. Man and George from Minnesota. Amen, Man and George. We're going to put a picture and we'll talk about them. Then we'll wait for that September 17th groundbreaking ceremony. But then I'm done. We had a wonderful show. My brother Akaro's been posted.
Let me correct this information, please. This is not an opinion. David Jackie was a DEA boss that was suspended for administrative reason. Marcus Zia is the man who is on the tape. I sent the two pictures to you, but maybe now you can put it on tomorrow. We'll put it on. So 1, 2, that's the correction. David Jackie, the son you saw on
you said we did not suspend anyone in the
No.
You go back to the clip.
Man. What about the clip? What about the clip?
No,
but you give Mame chance to clarify now. Can you want to get 1 second to clarify too? Because Mame said, bro, you know the book and lie, everything thing and be confused. He said,
I brought that clarification purposely because
I can call it right now.
Mohammed said that honor president.
No, but want to let Mame finish, then we'll give you the chance to answer. Let Mame make this point. Mame, go ahead.
Stanton, before that point, I posted 4 hours ago. It's still on Facebook. People can go read it. As I posted this identical guy's picture, I said this man was caught on recording. The head of DA was caught on recording. I posted his picture. We played the video, and I said we did nothing. He enjoyed the confidence of we until the end of his tenure. That's what I said. Then you come and say, no, we are suspended the man. They are reminding you that the person that was suspended was David Jackie. And he was suspended for administrative reason. David Jackie was never caught on tape trading drugs. It was Marcus Zia who was caught on tape, and at the tape we play, and at the picture we posted, and we did nothing. You still don't want to accept this reality. You go bring David Jackie picture, you want to use it for Marcus Zia. No. We play the video, and I say on this video, we did nothing. So we're waiting to see what Baka will do. That's the correction. They're not David yet. We are suspended David for administrative reason. The person who was trading drugs.
I remember that story. The other person said I got a suspension. He came to America even before Joe had announced his suspension.
Just a clarification, Stanton. I brought that specifically because Ambula in his opening when he was comparing actions before I came over, reporter said, President, we are suspended no one doing a tenure from the LDEA.
I did not say that.
You made that statement.
No.
You made that statement. You said it, and then I came out and said, no, we can't be trading the issue
I
with
did not say that.
Brother, you talk now. Let it bot talk to now.
Nobody accusing me directly. Show the recording. I did not say that.
No, I had that. Immediately when you said that. Immediately when you said that, I sent the information to Stanton, but then we changed the topic, so I waited at the end to be able to provide a clarification. The truth is, we have to be honest with the conversation. Beyond just this, you spoke about action. I sent a policy to Stanton, which is the Substance Control Act, instituted honor president. We are.
But we want to let continue tomorrow. We got to go. I want to say, Nelson, come on. We want to say thanks to you, Wanto, T12. Abula Mame, thank you very much. Dr. Boble, thank you. It's always good seeing you. My brother Conan Abraham Gray, we appreciate your joining on tonight. Asido, thank you very much. Number 19. Number 19, Asido, thank you very much, Asi. We really got to go. I beg you, Asi. Nelson, can you come on the show? Let's close this show. I want to say to all of you, Nelson, come on, please. Let's close the show. I want to say to all of you, it's been a wonderful time. And again, we'll see you guys tomorrow by God's grace. I'm begging all of you. Because somebody called Nelson Tango. Nelson Tango. Sunshine calling over. Tango, Nelson.
He got to do his show, right?
Huh?
He got to do his show, right? So you're taking a nap.
No. I don't think he got to do a show. We just got to close this one. Thank you very much, Colonel Gray. Good seeing you. Good that you had to go with me. I want to say, listen, guys, I'm very, very serious. I'm concerned. The men are working. They're going to put a list together. We're going to upload the pictures. We're going to put up the credential. That's a CDC party headquarters thing, but some of the folks still hanging around Germany. It's a scary message to the nation. It's a very, very scary message to the nation, to tell you the truth. And we're going to talk about them tomorrow. We're also going to talk about tomorrow. It's a working day now, so we can talk about other issues concerning the government. Today was Saturday. Today was Flag Day celebration. You know, they remember they celebrated Flag Day today. Some people say, well, the president didn't attend, blah, blah, blah. We have that conversation tomorrow. But because of you, man, every day we come on the show because of you. The good, the bad, and the ugly. You sit home, we lecture, we laugh, we joke, we have fun, and we discuss your issue. We just want to say to you, we are so grateful. We appreciate you. We do, seriously. We appreciate you. Come every day, let's make Liberia better. In our weak ways, come and join us. Time to laugh, come and join us. Time to discuss serious issues affecting our country. We need to come together. It's all because of you. Those of you that are on the radio, we say thank you. Those of you that are on social media, continue sharing the show. By whatever means you're joining us, I want to say Helena Flomo, you always follow us. Thank you. Fede Bala, thank you. Freeman, thank you. Lee Hammond, Stephen Flomo, thank you. Z Carter, we want to say thanks to all of you. John Smith, everybody, Jay Johnson. We want to just say thank you a lot. You guys continue to come on, troop on, march on to make Liberia a better place. Jerry Dogley, my friend George, Norris Jr., Azaria Fako, Esther Gisi, Nessie Bala, Melvin Cobley. I want to say thanks to all of you. What are your sedition? What are your UPITs? Imposition, opposition, no position. Thank you for coming together that we can have this different conversation. All around the world, we say thank you. You made spoon. You made a spoon talk. We fight each other because we got different views when it comes to politics and the policy of the day that make Liberia better. You'll get mad at me and I will get mad at you. It makes our country better. And we always come back to say thank you. We say thank you to all the radio stations that relay our program. We say thank you to the good, the bad, and the ugly folks that call us in the morning and give us information, text us information. We say thank you. You are trying your best to make the country better. We can call your name because you are our sources. So we would never ever call your name. We have come a long way to know how to protect our sources. The government may not be at 99%. To some, the government is trying. But we need to do better. We can only have one president at this time, but right now it's Joseph Yuma Boakai. If the country failed, Joseph Boakai failed. If Joseph Boakai failed, the country failed. Whoever the next person going to be, we keep our finger crossed and we look up to the hills and come at our help and we continue to pray. Don't give up on your country. Do not give up on Liberia. Do not give up. Let's try to make Liberia great again. Let's try to make Liberia better again. Let's try to make Liberia sweet land of liberty. Let's just do our best. You can never reach the promised land if you have not crossed through the Red Sea. You can never get to the promised land if you have not traveled through the desert. To get to that promised land that will be filled with milk and honey, you must go through that Red Sea, my friend. And when you look back, you'll see the Egyptians coming. And when you look back, you'll be trembling and say, can we make it? Can we get it done? Can we get there? Yes, we can. So I leave this message for you. If we all together try to get to that promised land, if we all, in our weak ways, hold on, hang on, we'll get there together. Somewhere, somehow, we'll get it. So let's disagree to agree. Let's discuss the issue. And let's just wish everybody well and our government well. So to you, Nelson, I say thank you. To the entire staff, Madam Titi, the manager, the staff. We want to say thanks to all of you. Till we come back, till we meet again tomorrow. May God bless you. May God keep you. May God bless our country as we march forward. Good night. That's it. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Well, Folks, I want to say thanks to everyone for being here with us tonight. It's been a great show. We appreciate all of you for your contributions. Thanks to the many of you who called in to participate. Though we've been having some, we had some technical issues from the start of the show, but we appreciate you for calling in. Many thanks to you who just played the listening role from across the country, just listening on the different mediums, the different stations on which the program has been relayed. We appreciate you. Thanks to all of our online audience, the folks online, thanks to our online audience, every single one of you who took up your time to watch the show tonight. A lot of you engaged in the comment section, sharing your thoughts. We appreciate you as well. And I want to say thanks to everyone. I see a few of you still engaging here in the comment section. Maurice Gono Jr., Elijah Vay, thank you for being here. Sir Johnson, we appreciate you as well. Thank you for being on here with us. Nancy Bala, we appreciate you. Samuel Matilda, Lee Hammond, Jameseto Yasa Wida, we appreciate you. Aliu Soiree, J. Winston Nelson, thank you for being on. I see James Dan, Avasta Dennis Yuri, we appreciate you. Josh Morris Jr., thank you. Helena Flomo, we appreciate you as well for being on tonight. Ibrahim Amara Dunod, Azaya Quia, thanks to everyone. Opio Neil Johnson, we appreciate you as well. Philip Bala, Mr. Bala, thank you for being on tonight. And we want to say thanks to everyone till we come back. Have a good night. Let me say happy belated birthday to Hamed Sharif. You celebrated your birthday on Saturday. Happy birthday to you, brother. I wish you all the very best as you celebrate your birthday. I can't lay my hands on these photos, but happy belated birthday to you, Sharif. I wish you all the best. And I also want to wish you, Sandra Gower, happy belated birthday to you as well. Wishing you all the best as you celebrate a new age. And to everyone, Hipkukazi, thanks for being on tonight. Till we come your way again, have a good day and bye-bye for now.
Yes, sir. A special one. The CEO stand